What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Technically Broken Podcast. Hey, everybody. My name is Mario, Whole Baked Cookie on the socials. Thanks for tuning in and for all our listeners, viewers, and everybody watching. So, yeah, we got a guest on. We'll bring him on here just for intros. But whoever takes it next, I don't know.
Hey, what's up? I'm Botar, as you know, and yeah. So Mario didn't say his "Hey, everybody" right away in the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal it this time," but I didn't. So I'm gonna pass it over to Caleb.
Hi, Caleb. I'm a little tired.
Are you still tired there, buddy?
You can see me tired. I'm dying. I'm so dying. But socials is Caleb the Hunted. I mean, you guys have heard us spiel it like 900 times.
Socials in the link.
And just for reference, yes, the audio works great this time.
Yeah.
It works.
Somebody
Don't
showed
worry.
up to work today.
I'm actually doing my job this time. Don't worry. But I'll pass it over to our guest here.
Hi, I'm Sam. I mean, I don't really have too many socials, but we're here to talk about cool things and stuff and things.
No, we're just talking about bullshit and balls.
Yeah.
Balls.
Yeah, we're not going to be. This is just a time waster for people that are washing dishes.
or doing their morning run.
Yeah, their morning run, or it's going to be one of us while working on some piece of shit. But yeah, Sam, thanks for coming on, dude.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. Basically, and as far as the intro goes, it's like, what do you do? What are you? Like in just basic terms.
I am a shitter fitter, as some would say, but a plumber. Do a whole bunch of different things, from new residential to light commercial. Lately, been working with an excavation crew, doing sewer and waters, mainly the water side of it, replacing old leads and. Yeah, I mean, really anything.
So updating, it's plumbing pretty much everywhere along the way, from a house to a business.
Yeah, taking it from when it's brand new, when you got, nothing but your concrete footings with the stone from doing the underground, all the way to roughing the house or building in from cast iron or PVC, and then you're doing all the water pipe. We do the gas line too. Okay. And then trimming. But I hate trimming because I'm big and I don't fit in the cabinets.
Okay. Okay, we'll for sure get into. We're gonna get into all this, man. I got a million questions. We got a million questions for you. So thank you for coming on. Thanks for showing us. Obviously, this you guys, listeners and viewers, know it's all forever changing. We're servicemen, technicians, workers, blue collar. So we're in a different job site today, in a sense, for the podcast. Thanks for opening your doors to us. Thanks for coming on.
No
and I really appreciate it, man.
Welcome to the garage.
Yeah, this is the spot. We hang out and slap stickers on a fridge here. So lucky enough to do this, man. So thank you again. I guess before we continue, we didn't do a recap last time, but I guess we should just do a quick recap on the last two episodes because a year kind of went by in transition. And we had actually, your brother was on. Ben was on the episode in, I forgot what, episode 6 or something last year. In the first season, I guess you'd call it. But in the last two episodes, we basically kind of recapped. And I didn't enjoy the first version. That's why we called it the Unreleased Files. But we ended up putting it out because I think it's important for people to see.
It's content.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to know.
Everyone, and it's like filming even this stuff, like the stuff that kind of is dorky or doesn't seem to make sense. I bet there's a couple of you guys that are like, that's what we want to know. Like how things can almost be fucked up or not right, and then you kind of make it right. You kind of make it work. So, yeah, the last couple episodes were good. Just going over, I don't know, the year and the things forward and the guests we're having on. So
it was quintessential Technically Broken, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
The last episode was 100% technically broken.
It was. My bad.
Thank you.
It took a while. We had to get back into it.
Yeah, I don't know if you listened to it, but man, we had audio issues, and then the camera shut off, and I was just like, oh my god.
I had a comment.
Yeah, and you'll probably talk about the jobs.
I had a comment that our special guest last episode was the cricket. And
yeah, the cricket.
It's pretty good.
He actually wouldn't shut the fuck up. I wouldn't want him back on, but we might.
He had a lot to say.
Yeah. So
his views weren't the greatest, but hey, whatever.
So thank you for listeners, viewers, everybody who kind of just took the time and bared with us, because as you guys know, these things don't always go as planned, but you make do with what you got. Sometimes you gotta put shit in both hands and clap. So we're all taking it in stride. But thank you everybody again. But back to our guest Sam. So plumber, laying pipe with Sam. I've been saving that fucking joke all morning.
Laying the pipe,
laying
thick,
the
baby.
Yeah, got some thick walls. So right on, man. I want to know everything. But as far as you kind of let us on earlier, it was. You're a local 130 for like Midwest or whatever your union.
Yeah, 130 is just kind of like this top half of Illinois.
Okay. Does it go into like Wisconsin, Milwaukee?
No, different. Yes, plumbing in the same union. It's all the United Association, which then you just have different numbers.
That's the UA. That's what we were just talking about. The UA
so
one.
the UA goes everywhere, all around the country and the Canada.
Okay.
But then you have just your different local numbers. So, here's 130, but say, like, I don't know, Indiana might be, like, 401. It's not. It might be. I have no idea.
Yeah, just a number, right?
Yeah, it's just different sectors of the different places.
And that's
basically a district number almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, the union stuff, I guess I don't know much about. Like, so that's why I do want to, like, I don't, and then maybe our viewers and listeners don't know. Like, as a mechanic, there's some auto unions, but not probably, like, you guys, so.
Yeah, and I mean, like, for us, it's different. You have, like, plumbers, but say, like, Local 150, which is the operators union.
Okay.
They can go into any other district as long as they sign into the books. For us, you can't. I guess you can in case of an emergency, but
emergency repairs for like a big.
Not emergency repairs, like if catastrophic stuff happened and
they need backup.
Yeah, they needed backup. For us, it usually doesn't happen, but in our sense, because we all have a plumbing license. So I'm licensed through the state of Illinois. I'm not licensed in the state of Indiana or Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Because they could have different
plumbing.
Yeah, you're not just going up there to work.
Yeah,
right.
You can't technically. Well, some states you can under the supervision of, say, one guy has an Indiana plumbing license. Then he could follow and lead over the guys that don't.
Okay.
But for us, ours is like more so the strictest plumbing license to get.
Really?
So
okay.
our code's like way different. It's kind of stupid. Like they say, oh, this won't work when it'll totally work. But like Indiana's like, you don't need nothing. Like,
Really? Okay, so
shit goes uphill over here. And it's like, okay, that's cool.
So
that's
rules and regulations might be different per district or where, like I would say not completely like different, but like it's going to be.
Sounds like the difference is like state requirements and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, like everything, like for a simple kind of example, everything needs a vent. So no matter what the fixture is, it could be a toilet, a sink, a bathtub. Well, some states, you don't need a vent for everything. You could use like one common vent for the whole bathroom.
For the whole like drainage system.
Yeah, if you just place it in the right spot, it can say, okay, this is the whole bathroom. Now there's ways in our code to get around it. You could like one vent something as long as the pipe is going the right way it's supposed to be going. So like if I'm taking a toilet, I could pick up one bathroom with one vent. So you're running, 3-inch towards the toilet, and say you have a bathtub and a sink. So you could kick
like a full
off,
bathroom, they'd call it. Like that's okay.
So if you're running down with 3-inch to pick up the toilet, you kick off a 3x2 wide, and then you shoot over towards where the tub is. Usually, then you'd have lav, toilet, tub. So you'd shoot over towards that one.
Okay.
And then when you're going to pick up that one, you shoot off. It all has to be within venting distance. So like for your toilet, you got to be 5 foot, within 5 foot to put that Y in.
To then vent.
To then go over. So it has to be within 5 foot of the toilet
but
to throw.
But you're saying a sink could be different? Or like
every size pipe is a different vent length.
This is so crazy. Okay, I didn't know about any of this. Yeah, I didn't know about
the distance of it. So like a toilet is 3-inch, so then it could be 5 foot away, or less. If it's a 2-inch, so say like a shower, you could be 4 foot. If it is a lav, you could be 42 inches, so 3'6".
Holy shit! So you got it, and you know these numbers. This is like for what you know here, right?
Yeah.
Like okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you go to Indiana, they could say, no, you could vent, whatever, a lav or a kitchen sink, that could be, 7 foot away, you could put a vent.
And then that's...
Which, I don't know if that's true, but, like, a lot of them are different. Ours is a lot closer. It's just helping it breathe so you don't get, like, that old school, like, glug, glug, glug coming out of it.
Okay.
So
That nasty smell.
So
Yeah,
basically,
shit smell really, like, quite literally shit
so with the toilet, you said 5 foot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that Y has to stay within 5 foot for you to be able to put them together.
Yeah, 4 venting distance allowed. So, like, to go back to say, like, to one vent the whole bathroom, so you'd throw a 3x2 Y in, shoot over, then in that distance, you got to be, for a shower, 3'6". So then from the Y that goes to pick up off of that 2-inch to go pick up the tub,
Okay.
that distance has to be 3'6". And then you would pop up with, say, a 2-inch long sweep, and it's all considered one wet vent,
So-
and then that could pick up that whole bathroom.
So you change size. You can change size along the way, but you still have to go by the stand or like by the measurement that was like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So there's like, that's I was trying to picture it in my mind. So it's like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna put them all together from the toilet to where that vent would be, that's where you have to keep that Y at.
Yeah.
Go then to the tub. It has to be within that 3'6" you said.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you could have like a
And
a
then that-
mile-long bathroom if you really wanted. As long as that Y is within the 5 foot from the toilet, then you could run that 2-inch, however long you want,
And vent it
and
way
go
okay.
say to the
Okay.
other side of the street, and then that's where your tub is. As long as that Y is within 3'6" of that, then you could take that to where you're picking up for the lav.
Okay.
You could take that go down the block, and then put that up.
Okay.
And the lav is the actual out, like that's the out, right?
sink,
The-
yeah,
okay,
the sink,
yeah.
and then you would come up, pick up the sink, and then continue on with your
All right,
vent.
I'm gonna be asking you all these questions because I don't know any of this.
I'm
From,
guessing it literally is just a Y pipe, and that one part of the Y is literally to help it just
To vent,
to pass.
So that's like to wet vent. Some towns can supersede that and say we don't allow wet venting.
Okay.
so
because
then
that's
the Y
just-
has to run upwards or something.
So it wouldn't be a Y, it would be a T, and it'd have to be straight up on its back
would
within
have
the
to be a
5
T.
foot or less.
And then we're literally talking. It would have to
Just
like,
straight,
straight
up,
up,
or
okay.
they consider a 45 straight up. So
Oh,
you
it
could
could-
be
it
on a
could- it could come in,
45
okay.
coming up and then 45 up, but you can't be lower than that.
Interesting.
Okay.
Unless
that
it's
makes
a
sense.
floor drain. Floor drains could be ran not flat, but in the sense of on its side, as long as it's pitching at 1/8 inch, you
Okay.
could run that vent back. Just 1/8 inch pitch up. You don't have to go straight up, or a wet vent, same thing.
Okay, as long as like water, they obviously don't want water backflowing. Dude, I think we actually jumped. We got right into plumbing. It was gonna be. I wanted to know. Okay, let's. I'm glad we got into it right away, but it's. I wanted. To,
Rewind.
how did? Yeah, I was like, no, it's just super interesting. This is like exactly
got
what I
lost
want.
in the sauce for a
Right,
second.
I want to know, and like, holy shit, now I have all these questions. It's more like, I wanted to. I guess I always want to start from the beginning, dude. How did you get it? Like, how did you get into this, or what was like the steps you took to, I guess, to be where you're at now? And that's kind of what I was curious. Like, did you go to
What
school?
sparked the shitter?
the
shitter fitter?
You're like sitting on the pot one day. You're like,
I want to do this.
Man, I'd really love to unclog some of this shit. Yeah, this is gonna be
You
fun.
need to flush the toilet, and that water
Yeah.
pressure was garbage.
And-
So you were like, I want to know how to
yeah.
fix that.
And 10 years later, here we
Yeah, I
are.
pretty much took a shit, and then I was like, yeah, I could definitely be a pro plunger right here. I got this. I have what it takes. No, funny you actually asked that, because I never thought I was going to be a plumber. I actually wanted to be a pipe fitter because I was good at welding.
Our local
Okay.
59. That's 597,
Yep.
right? Okay. So you wanted to be.
I wanted to be
Okay.
a pipe fitter to start off, but I ended up switching career path because I knew somebody. I could have got in, a whole bunch of people. We were
That's how a
younger
union
back
sounds like a
then.
union thing. I know some. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
knew somebody that
Yeah.
could have helped, with the process. I did pass the test. I think I got like an 87 or an 88 on the test.
That's good. Yeah. They're like thick. Isn't it a thick ass test? Like 100 questions or something?
Back then, no. Each section was almost 100 questions.
Holy
Back
shit.
then. Now they simplified it. It's half the time. It's 50 questions. For
Okay.
each.
Is
It's
it-
just an aptitude test.
Is it still? Because I know way back when my uncle wanted me, he's like, "Hey, you should join."
He's a crane op guy, right?
He was, yeah.
that's
he's
the
doing,
one. 50.
I'm not. He's done so many different
Okay.
things with the union. It's crazy. But I know way back when it was like, hey, the best way to actually get into the union was know somebody and have them refer you to being in the union. Is it still that way?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, it works out best if you're a girl. That gives you points.
Yeah.
It really does.
No,
like,
I
when
get
it's
it.
actually
Yeah.
mapped out, pretty much like any minority in whatever sense it is.
I think it's like a full like DEI thing too. It helps because like, well, you can't just give only the white guy jobs. And I'm pretty biased, and I'll talk my things about it later. But like, I think you're right. Like, there isn't women or people of color or different races in the trades. You know,
My aunt was an iron worker.
Yeah, his aunt was an iron. Like, she was fucking badass up on the fucking skyscrapers in Chicago.
And I mean,
That's dope.
I'm not even saying like, oh, you can't have, a girl in the trades, or you can't have a certain race or color in the
Yeah,
trades.
no, I'm not
just
saying
Some of those
Yeah.
people take,
They work
the
their
better
asses.
test scores
Right.
than what you get, but
Yeah.
it sucks for the times where they have to fit, I guess you'd say, a quota.
Yeah.
And you say you scored a 90, but out of all the different minorities,
Yeah.
they didn't score that, but they need to have a certain
Yeah.
percentage. So it doesn't matter if you scored 90. If that was like the average of the test,
Yeah.
you still don't get hired,
still-
even if they
right.
scored a 70.
Exactly. The 80, you got a 90, the 80, the lady with the 80 got it. So
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean,
get
she
it.
could even have a 70, or
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as they fill the
Inclusion,
quota.
I just like I'll get into this. I'm pretty biased on DEI. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's totally fair all the time. I think it's a good thing because you kind of need to give everybody an equal opportunity.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't think you should fucking give people that don't deserve the job. I would hate to have
yeah,
a pilot I would hate to have a pilot or a doctor that got a C on his test. Give me the fucking A guy.
Yeah.
I don't want the
I
pilot.
don't want to throw shitty airline names out.
Yeah, right. But like,
Didn't they go bankrupt?
who?
The
Boeing? No, we're not talking.
the what you were just talking about.
Yeah, like,
I think.
well,
Well, we're not gonna put
Yeah.
real names, but Merit Airlines.
yeah.
Didn't they go bankrupt? Or
Frontier bottom.
Because I know they were closing
or
almost
Frontier
all
and
of their.
Spirit. Or, I already said it. Frontier and Spirit. They merge. Who cares? Yeah, they merge, but like things like that, like you just hear about craziness, and I'm like, I don't know if it's fair. I don't know what you're gonna think. You don't even have to talk about it. But my personal opinion, it seems like I don't always agree with it. I want the best person for the job. I don't care if it is a woman, chicks with dicks, whatever, dudes with boobs. I don't,
I got
like
some man titties.
yeah, right. Black, white, green, brown. I don't care what you are, as long as you do your fucking job and do it good and work alongside me.
I
Yeah.
really think it boils down to like they might not be the like. Like if you took a test, and believe me, I ain't no smart guy when it comes to tests most of the time.
It
like
shows.
you could,
No.
yeah. Like you could not do the greatest on the test, but if I give you a practical exam, like hands on, and you whip
You
some shit
crush
together,
it,
and
right.
you fucking, it's the
Right.
best looking thing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take
Right.
both things into perspective. Like,
Exactly.
hey, he could learn hands on,
Yeah.
or they could learn sheet whatever, like hands on, but they might not take to the book too well. So it's
Exactly.
like I think I would take that both.
But that's the fucked up part, because to get in any union, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, all you take is an aptitude test.
Oh,
Yeah.
So the aptitude
2
test
plus
is
2, right? 2
it's
plus
fucking,
2, fucking-
no, it gets into like decimals, dividing.
Okay.
It's all the shit you pretty much learned when you were a senior in high school.
Yeah.
And then if you've been out of it for a while, you're like, I don't
Oh,
remember how to do
fuck,
this.
yeah.
You ain't using a calculator. It's all written out long ways.
It'd be
Okay.
for you. It'd almost be like algebra, almost into advanced algebra.
Yeah.
and,
You probably need some
Is the
trigonometry,
test. Yeah,
right?
I mean,
need
you
some
get your
angles.
simple questions. Like question number 1 is going to be like, what's 5 times 2? Okay, everybody knows it.
11.
Simple. Yeah, 11.
42.
It's 6, 7.
Yeah, oh my! And good night, everybody. I'm out.
No, but I mean, then as you go on, then it's like, okay, take this decimal and then, this fraction and, divide them together. Well, then you have to convert the decimal
Yeah.
into a fraction,
Yeah.
then you're simplifying the fractions.
Yeah.
So it's shit like no one remembers. And to be honest, I don't do it nowadays. Like, as a plumber, being in, a little over 10 years, you don't do this shit.
You just
do
know
not
it,
take
right.
decimals.
You
It's not a
just-
thing. You're taking a tape measure.
Yeah,
And
it's,
your life is the tape measure.
and
Yeah,
it's-
you could do, for a 45 offset, it's, whatever your number. So if you wanted to go from like point A to point B and say it's, 20 inches of spread apart,
Yeah.
and you want to find the 45 to get across, you times that number, whatever the side-to-side measurement is, times 1.414.
See, you know these numbers. It's your
Math.
trade.
But you're using that. You're doing it on your phone.
Okay.
No one has the time to be like, hold on, let me bust out the pencil on the concrete wall and start doing longhand math. It doesn't work like that.
They used to do it that way.
You get paid to get the job done.
Exactly.
And they don't want you there for 5 days. They want you
You're
there.
whipping out the phone real quick. And you're like, boo, boo, that's my number.
Yeah, it's probably a fucking app now or something.
So,
anyways,
to transition back, so what happened with the pipe fitter
So
to transition into plumbing?
So a whole bunch of people, back then when I was friends with people that I'm not friends with no more.
Word, heard that.
They're all like throwing shade, like, oh, the only reason you're gonna get into the fitters is because you know somebody, this and that. You couldn't get in by yourself, and I was like,
stay mad,
fuck
fucker.
you, dude.
Yeah,
I was
stay
like,
mad,
you know what?
fucker.
Actually, bet then I'm not gonna use who I have, know on the inside to get me that job.
Yeah.
Even though I passed the test, it just helps you out to where you would have gotten it. And I was like, I ain't even gonna call him then.
Yeah.
So then I waited. No call, waited, no call. And I was like, okay. And then the one day, my buddy Matt, Matt,
Yeah.
Gardner. So Matt was like, dude, why don't you just try, signing up for the plumbers union? I'm like, I don't know. Never really thought of being a plumber. Like, that never crossed my mind. And he's like, well, they're taking applications. You might as well go in and try.
Right.
So I was like, huh?
Fuck it.
All right. So I went
This
down
was
there.
like right after high school, I'm guessing.
This would have been
Like a couple years after high school.
probably like a year and a half because I was working on the farm.
Okay.
So then,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Jesus Christ,
yeah.
I've known you that fucking long. Man.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So I mean, going in, then I signed up, and then Matt's dad actually owns Affordable. That
Oh,
worked
okay.
at. So he always wanted to hire me as like a shop bitch, and I was like, not really gonna do it. I'm not gonna go around I know my worth, but
Right.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't wanna
fucking
be,
sweep the floor for you for
Right.
10 years and be like, okay, you make a real good sweeper. Yeah, I don't feel like getting you
Right.
into the union. So I just walked in and I said, hey, I applied. Do you still want to hire me?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, the opportunity's there. If you want to throw out like a letter of intent to hire,
Yeah.
it just kind of boosts you up even more.
Yep.
Either way,
it's like a mini recommendation.
I was getting in, but you wouldn't have known where you got placed because then
Yeah.
they just throw where, okay.
Because it's like the union. Like you go, oh, they need you here, or they need you there. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
as you're a first year apprentice, they just
Yeah.
throw you out in the
Right.
wild and say like, okay, you're going to this shop.
sink or swim
'Cause
kind
you
of.
gotta follow. I'm guessing you have to either follow a journeyman or a master plumber at that point.
Yeah,
Or-
a journeyman's supposed to watch everything you're doing in the
Or
beginning.
technical term. I don't know what technical terms you guys use for like the guys who've been there the longest. Is it? The
It's
same?
just
Is it
journeyman.
journeyman. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
you got
gonna say
apprentice
you-
or journeyman.
Yeah.
And then,
Right.
do they have the classification of a master plumber or?
That's in different states. That they
Okay,
don't call them, instead of them calling them journeyman, they just say, hey, you're a master plumber.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Master,
once you
okay.
test out through the state and like you passed that and got
You
your
mastered the shit pipe.
license. You mastered the pill going down the drain.
Yeah,
You're
right.
pretty good at putting pipe down.
Yeah, pretty good. He can lay some fucking this master. No, I was in a Vader.
Honestly, I've always been waiting for like kind of go off topic, waiting to do like a service call. And then, like, end up being like a total Johnny Sins type thing. And be like, yeah, you're the plumber. You change this pipe. Check it out, baby.
It's the guy who takes his job. Lady, I can't. No, I can't give it to you for free. I got it. This is $800 a fucking. And she's like, but anything. And you're like, lady, this is gonna be expensive. And then you just fuck off out of there.
Yeah. No, I've always thought about that.
We always do. I'm a mechanic, right? And as far as the mechanic, yeah, it's like journeyman. We usually call master level technician, master mechanic. So like, I know that. Like the guys have been there 10 years. I was really close there at the dealership level, and I was just journeyman. Never committed to all the level 3 tests that we had for the dealership.
ASCs.
Yeah, well, I had half of my ASCs. I did take the 5th one. And I think I failed it. It was
Because you need
whatever, but
like 3/4 of them to be, or you need what?
I think you need all 8 to be a master. I
Okay.
actually don't know how it is now. I haven't taken an ASE in.
What are the ASCs?
Brakes, like the ASCs will they signify what you can and can't do in the mechanic world. So you have a suspension guy, the motor guy.
Yeah.
Like it's all the drivability. I feel like is what the hell
Do you
was
have
it?
to have a concentration
You can, and it makes you more valuable.
for that one thing, though.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. if
How does
has-
that work for, like, in steps? I guess you'd say, like, I would
You can
imagine
just go
oil change is like 1.
You don't
Yeah.
need
You
know what I
oil.
mean?
I don't even
so
think
a
that's
lube,
a step.
a lube-
Well, I know
You
it's
can do
not
that
like
shit.
you're not getting
Yeah.
certified in that, but I'm just
Yeah, I was
saying
gonna
like
say, a
in
loop-
levels of going up, I would imagine like diagnostics of a motor would be like 5.
Yeah, that's like
generally you start like either a lube tech or a tire tech.
Yeah, exactly.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you'll move on to like say brakes.
Yeah.
And then you'll move on past that, you know.
Yeah. I think I went to school and they just jam you in and everything. And so I took like a brakes class and then I that's fresh in my head. I went and took the ASE for brakes. So I was like, now I'm fully trained and I have my ASE certification for brakes. So you should be trusted and knowledgeable enough to work on fucking drums to not airline brakes, that's truck stuff, but like like drums to like discs or you should know ABS stuff, right? You should know traction control stuff because it goes along the same line. But like I'm an idiot when it honestly comes to automatic transmissions. Automatic transmissions are still kind of like a voodoo box. Like I get the idea of fluid going in and
going
stuff.
down the different veins.
Dude, it looks fucking crazy. If our viewers and listeners have never seen a valve body of a transmission, Google that shit. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
9,000 metal rings
yeah.
that go
There's like a
ways.
maze.
Yeah, it's a maze, and then there's BBs in little holes, and then there's some holes are plugged only with paper, and other ones have a solenoid that engage or disengage, and like
Forks.
So yeah, that's like manual transmission.
Mine
shit.
broke.
Yeah, we'll talk about your car in a minute. God damn it, that thing left you stranded.
Me stranded.
But yeah. So I don't know. Do you guys don't have like tests that you got to go read? Like I'm guessing just a new law gets passed or something, and then you just have to follow that law, and that's like it.
Yeah, but you never really. I don't want to say you don't learn it because it's not learning something. It is, but it's not like, hey, this new technology came out. This is how you install it. Like, for example, what they're trying to do is get rid of air chambers. Air chambers are on your water system, and like as of right now, you just do a 12-inch riser. So say like picking up a sink, you have your stubs coming out that are 1/2 inch, and then out of the top, because you're using a T, you go up with 12-inch risers on each one and cap it. It's for water hammer.
The water, yeah, that's
so
what like
it's
when
not
you
like
shut your valve
banging,
closed,
yeah,
right? And
when you yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it cushions that, and then in a house you have one set of 2-foot 3/4 risers, and they're called their house chambers.
Okay. Don't they sell them? Like, I swear you can just buy them as like a thing well, I just know them on copper, right? You can just like fit them in, can't you? Or
yeah, they have ones that are like pre-made.
Yeah,
and then you
pre-made,
just,
yeah.
Instead of soldering a cap,
Okay.
it like cones off. They're just more expensive.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of
but if not, you can just make your own. You're saying you can just tee up and like
yeah, you just tee
Oh, I
up
didn't
and then
know
you
that.
just
Okay.
solder on, a 12-inch piece and then cap the top of the piece, and that's your air chamber.
Gotcha.
But they're trying to switch that to where they don't want air chambers because they're saying it's causing like Legionella in your water, which it's not, because you have to go. That one's gonna test
was it
my
like a
memory for
bacteria or
code.
something? It's like
Yeah, like Legionella, it's pretty much stagnant water.
oh, because they say the water doesn't move in and
It's
out.
not. Yeah, it's not getting circulated in it, but it is because it's gonna really push my memory. I want to say it's literally 24 inches and up can cause Legionella. Like if
But-
it's longer than that and you
Yeah,
don't
but
have a
12
way
inches.
to bleed it off,
Yeah.
that it won't really move. House chambers, and I believe that's why we can only go 24 inches with house chambers. Like for the
Okay.
whole thing, you just have to have them at the highest point. So like somewhere on the second story.
Okay.
Those
Those are code now. Like you have to.
that's
have
code
one?
now, yes.
Because
But
I was like,
they're
our
trying to
house is old. We don't. I notice it too. If I do shut the water off quick, you like hear it. Not
Yeah.
hear it like it shudders
Well, and
a
in
little
the
bit.
old days, when like that would have been built, a lot of different codes. Again,
Yeah.
like with the venting, sometimes they only put one vent in something.
Yeah, ours is
You know.
one vent. I run everything to one vent at like the highest point by the main whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's just back then it didn't matter, and then they kind of like mastered it over the times of why is it going glug glug glug,
Yep.
all weird.
Yep,
So
that's
if we put
exactly.
it like an air hole in it or your vent, now it flows smoothly.
yeah, if we run like a bunch of water, and our house is old, so like you run a bunch of water in different flush a toilet, and then the sink will start blip 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 blip. I'm like, it's not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. Like
Unless
it's
backed up somewhere.
it's not backed up.
Is there a
Yeah.
difference between like how you set up for like a septic system versus like mainline sewage?
Yeah, different heights. I mean, a septic system, you're coming out. If we're coming out of the house, you want to be as high as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Because septic runs so high and then drops down in that huge tank.
Yeah.
We don't really deal with septic. It's
Everything's-
like another part, like another test I'd have to go through in
Cobra
state. Canadian Air Force out there. They seen JFK. They seen who did it. I know they did.
Yeah, they're trying to get back home, keep their secrets.
But yeah, no, you got, septics is a whole different test you have to go downstate and take if I want to do the outside part. Now everybody knows common sense of a septic. It goes into a giant tank. You have a leach field that takes off your, waters, your solids stay in the tank.
Right.
But we don't actually deal with that. We just stub it out of the house for them.
And that so you had like from septic tank to sewer, totally different. That's what you were like.
Yeah,
it's
so in
totally
a
different.
sewer, which that I have tapped into a sewer, so that just goes down out into the street. Whatever depth depends because, however big a town is and wherever your shit plant's at, you could have miles and miles down the road.
Okay.
Well, obviously you're not going to be that deep from the time you're miles away to get to there.
Yeah, it's not
So
going to
they
keep
do
running.
lift stations.
Right. Okay.
So it'll go down to something, and whatever at the lift
And then it gets
station,
pumped up
pumps back up, and then back to a higher grade to go slowly back down
to the ship
to
plant.
the ship plant.
Okay. And yeah, if you're using a ship plant is literally like pretty much every like city or like town has like a place to recycle water, right? That's
Yeah.
what like the ship plant
I was
does.
gonna say our local, it's not a town
Yeah.
city has one right outside.
Yeah,
the
you can
main-
smell it. You
Yeah,
go
it's-
by it and you're like, it's like they're big cylinders, right? Like or
They're-
big like
Their
chambers. You can
treatment plant.
Yeah,
treatment
treatment
water.
plant.
Yeah.
My old municipality had one.
Really?
Yeah, it was funded by a company because it was funded by, I think, a natural gas company because they ended up poisoning the sewer lines.
Oh.
So like they had to build the whole water plant, and
Damn.
then like none of the residents have to pay for water now
That's
for
interesting.
like a certain period.
I
of
mean,
time.
I don't know if it's worth the cancer or whatever, but like,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess they're not always circular. There's like they can be big and square, right? They can be like a ship plant or a water treatment facility can be like all different forms and fashion, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I don't really deal with any of that.
Yeah.
That's more so
that's
like technical
yeah.
shit.
That's
that-
why civil engineering shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So backing on, you had just kind of touched. You barely touched on it. I heard. So you, when you started on your, obviously journey to becoming a plumber, how long, like how much like schooling or like education did it take to actually
Yeah, it takes 5 years to do it. No matter if you're union or not union. I'm not bagging on non-union guys because you can make a hell of a career from it, depending if you're going to the right shop.
Right.
Because everyone always says, "Oh, non-union's so much cheaper." That's a lie. The guy gets paid cheaper. The boss is still charging the same amount as the union boss is charging, but he's just pocketing that.
But they like it doesn't matter. You guys should still follow the same. You guys should or would have to follow the same code.
Yeah, no matter what, same
Yeah.
code. Technically, they still have to do a 5-year apprenticeship. However, they determine that because through the state, you have to be an apprentice for 5 years.
Okay.
You have to get so many hours in and schooling and schooling on the job training type deal.
You think some places fib it, like they'll fucking speed you through? Maybe.
Yes and no. I mean, no matter what, you
All
have
for
to.
handy.
They give you it's almost like it's a physical license.
Okay.
So they give that to you as an apprentice. So no matter what, you have to have that for 5 years,
Okay.
and you have to renew it every year, even as an apprentice. So they can't really speed up the
No way
process.
around it.
You're right.
They
okay.
can maybe fib on the schooling part and say oh yeah, he was here, he did this.
any pass or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, at the end of that 5-year journey, you have to go downstate to Springfield. You have to take your test, and when you take that test, it's sink or swim. Either you pass. Spider.
No, it's a little net.
But yeah, you go downstate, you take your test.
You did all
And-
this.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So after my 5 years, well, mine was 6 because of COVID, which sucked.
Oh yeah. I can believe that.
But then I had to go downstate. You take it. It's like a 50 question, multiple choice question test,
Okay.
and that's straight up on code. Random, it doesn't matter.
Just code Illinois or whatever
Yeah,
your plumbing
which-
code.
I know. Well, it doesn't matter. My code book is back there in that box.
Okay.
It's got to be this thick.
No shit.
So,
Yeah. Okay. That makes
and
sense.
it's 50 questions. Doesn't matter where. They don't give you a heads up. It's just here
It's
you go.
something in that.
It's
yeah.
something in that huge book
Yeah.
that could be based on anything. And
That's
then you have to do a
wild.
drawing, which is they put random fixtures on this, whatever rectangle piece of paper. You have to plumb it, so you have to use a blue colored pencil for all your waste and a green colored pencil for all your vent. You have to connect to every single fixture using the right fittings, draw your lines like an isometric
Really, this is interesting. I did not know this.
You have to size it correctly.
No chewing on the crayons, goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, spit that out of your mouth, boy. Don't eat the glue.
Yeah. So they make you fucking. The test is just not question. Is there a practical? You got to go do.
It feels pretty practical.
So then
afterwards,
afterwards,
I mean, like physically fucking putting some PVC together.
Oh
or
yeah.
Some shit.
So you're either in
purple
the
and clear
group
or whatever.
A or group B. So half of say there's 100 people taking the test. 50 people have to take the multiple choice and the drawing first.
Okay.
Then 50 are out in the shop area.
Okay.
And then you switch, or whenever you're done doing this, then you just. It's not like you get 2 hours, you get 2 hours. No, it's
like
just
a group
however
of-
fast you
yeah.
do it, and then you're into this section.
Okay.
Of it.
And then there's a bunch of instructors, or just like a guy, just one guy watching.
No, there are a bunch of people walking,
okay,
making sure you ain't cheating, doing whatever.
I was about to say, I feel like you could cheat at least the fucking test part a little easier than you fuck up your fucking fittings or whatever, your practical. I
Yeah,
don't
then
know.
you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I mean, because you could download the code book on your phone, and it has like a quick search.
Shit.
So
Okay.
technically, it could be like, how many toilets are allowed on a 3-inch line? Well, it's 2. Everyone should know that, taking that test. But if you didn't, and there was only one guy, and you could take your phone out, be like,
Fucking. Oh, okay.
toilets.
Wait,
You just type in toilets
and
on your 3-inch
Yeah.
line, and then it,
It
pop
should come up pretty quick.
It'll highlight it quick.
I gotcha.
So yeah, you can't. Were you allowed? No, you weren't even allowed to take your phone in.
I was like, no. I'm guessing no watches, no.
Yeah,
right?
no nothing. So through all that, you have to take that part of the test, but the drawing part's hard because you have to size everything exact.
Okay.
So you have to go from the minimum to then building up to the maximum. So you could say like, okay, kitchen line, 4-inch pipe.
Hold on. Let's pause. Pause, everyone. We'll be right back. Intermission time. Get your hot dogs and soda pop, like fucking movies and shit.
I like hot dogs.
I like Busch Light.
Hot dogs.
I want a hot dog.
You want to go get a sausage with Coach?
Sausage. Fucking Martinsville hot dog, baby. All right, so the code.
So the sizing, so like, you could say kitchen line, 4-inch pipe. It's good. It's going to work. That's brainless. But they want to say, what's the minimum you could do for it?
Okay.
So,
And like, if you were to write the wrong number, they would instantly would
you get
know.
dinged
Yeah.
points for it.
Yeah.
And you're only allowed, say like the drawing's worth 50 points. Well, if you fuck up a couple times on it, then you're fucked. You just failed that whole part. And you have to pass the test with a rolling average. I think it was like 75%.
Okay, so you gotta at least know
C's
three-quarters
get
of
degrees.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
right. You gotta at least know 3/4 of what the fuck you're doing. But I'm guessing like if you start fucking up, like it goes like like diagnosing for me is like you start going down the wrong path, you'll fuck up pretty much the rest of it. If you start hooking up probably the wrong shit to the wrong shit.
Yeah, if you start saying it's the
Yeah.
wrong size and you thought it was the right size,
Yeah.
so say like, a toilet has to be 3-inch.
Okay, yeah. Like
Say
the
if
drain,
you
right?
fucked it up and you put 2-inch on that test,
Now
and now you're
everything-
going and rolling through making the drawing,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, you could put 2 lines on it, but like you're thinking it was 2-inch, and then you're like, oh, well, that was 2-inch over here, so then it's 3-inch over here, so then you just fuck up
Yeah,
the whole thing.
gotcha.
Which I don't see most people doing that. It just gets in like technical shit, like Bradley sink, which is like the shop sink that you put your foot on, that big ring.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like that's on there.
Okay.
I've never fucking hooked one up.
I
But
was
that's
like-
on there,
yeah.
and you're like, okay, what size is that supposed to be? I'm like, I've never done it, and
Oh,
you don't really
fuck.
think of ever looking that up.
Yeah, I've only
So-
used those in school. I remember we usually just have like most shops are just slop sinks. The
Yeah.
big like the laundry room slop sinks.
I was
you
gonna
know,
say
the
I don't
white-
even have that in mine.
Yeah.
It's just a normal
Just
fixture
More
sink.
so, I
yeah.
guess it would have been like high school, or if you go to
Yeah.
a vocational
Yep, exactly.
school.
When I went to school, and it was like 5 of us would be like, you
Yeah,
know,
and it has little pistons
Yeah,
coming out the top,
yeah.
and then you got, your pumice
The-
hand
yeah,
soap
the
on the top
Gojo,
of it.
and then
We
our
have a
fucking
floor sink at my shop.
a floor sink.
Yeah,
Like a mop sink.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so and then that's probably different, right? Like a mop sink or whatever.
Yeah, like a mop sink is, I believe, 2-inch. You have to hook up to it.
have to
I
run, like,
think
a
for
certain
the
hose
Bradley
up or-
one, the one that we were talking about, the all the guys could
Yeah.
stand around like a bukkake.
Get sprayed.
That I believe is 1.5 inches. But like if you don't know that and you said, well, shit, I think it might be 2 inch, boom, you just got dinged on it because that's not the minimal sizing to do it on.
Gotcha.
So it could get like real messed up there, like just technical terms throughout the whole entire drawing. And then for the shop part, you do like a half cast iron, half PVC. So, like, say the bottom of the project was cast iron, the top is PVC, you're making your connections.
You okay?
You have to do all the math longhand. I guess you could, just kind of say, eye it up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have to put it inside of a jig, and it has to fit.
Okay.
Whoa.
Then
So
they
you-
also pressure
You
test
can't be a
it.
fucking inch off and be like,
No, and be like, oh, it's good enough,
Yeah,
because it
no.
has to fit in that
Got it.
jig.
Interesting.
And then, which I almost fucked that up because I did grab the wrong fittings. Thankfully, it was close enough to where,
you got it to work.
yeah, I got it to work, but I grabbed the wrong fittings, and I'm like, I didn't need that fitting. They're like, yeah, you did, and I'm like,
Oh, fuck. Close
I'm
enough
gonna
is good
fail
enough.
This shit now, but no, it ended up working out. But that has to hold pressure test.
Okay, so you guys run
So they
10
pressure-
psi or something?
So it's the true practical.
That one they fill with water, so it's like a
Okay.
hydrostatic test.
Okay.
And it can't blow apart.
Okay.
And it has to hold whatever, say it's, I guess in that term, if they hook up a garden hose and that building is set, off of the city main is 60 psi.
Yeah, it was like 60 is a standard, right? Like
Yeah.
a 60 is a standard. Okay.
So say like, okay, it's 60 and they hook it up, well then from that 60,
It'd probably be like
if it pops,
50 or
you
something?
fail.
Does it going downstream? It'd probably be a little less than 60? Or do
No,
they go
it all
right-
comes from a well.
Oh, they
so
go
like your
right
city
to-
well
okay.
and your pump house, that's setting the pressure.
And then that's
and
just
then
what
that
it
just
is.
kind of
Okay.
feeds everything.
All right.
You could get like booster pumps to raise
Mhm.
it if
Got
it's
it.
lower. But yeah, so they fill that up. It can't blow apart. If it blows apart, you fail.
Damn.
And then you have your soldering test. In that also when you're in the workshop.
Copper stuff, right? Is
Yep.
that copper? Okay.
And for that, what they do is then fill that up with air to
Okay.
100 psi. Throw it into like a Rubbermaid
See
of
if-
water and see if it
See if
you
it
got
bubbles
leaks. But that's not just like, okay, simple as that. Like, I just quick soldered it, it's good. That also has to meet all the measurements that they give you.
up. Yep.
Or they'll give you like, 2 or 3 measurements, but this is what the project's supposed to look like, so you got to figure out the rest of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then-
they try to trick you, right? They
Yeah.
want to make sure
How much
they.
time do they give you?
Yeah. is-
Oh, shit. I think it was either 4 hours or 5 hours.
That's not
Okay.
bad.
So it's like half a day. You got to be
Yeah.
out there for a fucking.
I think it was 4 hours maybe.
And that's for everything, or that's just for the practical?
No, that's everything.
Okay.
Okay.
So then,
So you
What's
could
about-
technically you could speed through the test, but then you might struggle putting shit together, Legoing it up. and you're-
exactly. Like
Okay.
to me, I was lucky. I was in the test room first to do the drawing and the multiple choice.
Okay.
I did take my time on it, but I also kind of rushed through it a little bit to give myself the most time out in the shop to
Yeah.
put everything together. Because then also soldering, we call them boogers, but like you put too much solder in, you get that drip.
Yeah.
You can't have those drips. You
Really?
dock a point.
So you can't let the solder hang too much. You got to and
Yeah, you have to make like perfect joints or
Really?
you're getting points docked.
I know
off.
I have like 2 good ones, but I got it pretty quickly. Obviously, just being in the fucking trades, or whatever.
Mhm.
So, but all that is graded on. You were like, they're like, oh, that's
Everything.
that's fucked. Too much fucking
Too
here.
much solder
You
on
didn't clean
there.
your copper. Bad connection. You fucked.
Yep.
Like
Does solder hold as well as welding?
it's a form of welding. I would
Yeah.
call
Okay.
it. And no, it's not like a steel weld. Definitely not.
No,
So,
it's just.
yeah.
I mean, it does hold pressure though, because
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
people in mechanic shops use copper for airlines.
Yeah, exactly.
They run
right.
copper throughout it all.
Yeah.
What are you setting your compressor at? 150.
Yep.
PSI, and it's holding that.
Yeah, like old school. Old school trucks used to have before the new plastic, and we probably talk about that because I don't even know all the. There's PVC and CVPVC, but like old school trucks, like you'd see old copper tubing for airlines and shit. So,
No shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
like
that.
I haven't seen it and nothing new and nothing since probably like the 90s. I've worked on 90s shit when Cat was still around, but like I was like, what the fuck, a copper airline? Like it's just weird to see, and then you get moisture on it, start turning green pretty quickly.
Yep.
So
Green, or if you got moisture in it, it's middle of winter, now all of a sudden it pops. 'Cause it
yeah,
froze.
yeah, and it's fucking like it's interesting how like I guess technology progresses.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all right, okay,
Do you like being a plumber?
yeah, I was like,
Do you like this?
yeah. Do you like
It's a hard transition, but
Yeah,
we
I
talked a lot
mean-
about the technical aspects.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of just fell into it.
really,
Like I didn't think I actually liked it in the beginning,
but now it's like a natural.
but
like,
now it's
yeah,
just like you know it so well. It's like you're not gonna just not do it.
Doesn't matter if I like it or not.
he doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
good at
fucking,
I'm
this.
stuck in it
yeah.
now because there's no way,
Yeah.
you know, like pretty much, you know, almost being 30, that now I'm gonna go into another trade and restart a whole 5-year apprenticeship.
Yeah.
I don't see myself doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe later when we retire, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go fucking become a chef. Like
Yeah.
it's so funny. I had like really old guys in school that were like, I just used that because a guy was a chef for like 30, 40 years, and he's like, I want to go learn to work on cars, and I was like, well, at least you know how to cut your fucking hand. You'll be all right, you know. So
No, I mean I do like it. It's not bad,
Yeah.
but there's so much different things to do with it.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I'm so used to doing new construction, new residential homes, you know, a little bit on the remodel side, like I was saying before. But now doing the stuff with the excavating crew, I like that way better because to me that's like just old school work.
really,
I mean,
And-
that's digging holes, laying it down.
and it's just it's bigger, right? Like because you're saying it's like
Yeah,
that's
I
a new
mean,
construction. It's like a brand new like it would be a house or a business that's getting tapped into like a sewer or just getting
exactly tapping
getting,
into a sewer,
or getting lines ran from the water fresh.
yeah,
okay.
or you're tapping onto the water main.
Okay.
Which then we've been doing like a lot of different stuff with the excavating crew. It'll be a brand new water main that they'll put in, and, you know, then we're tapping off of that, and then you're hooking up to existing copper that's out in someone's front yard, or for a business, you know, you're running 2-inch copper to it.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to do actual like bigger bolt together water main stuff to go to a building. That all gets so neat because it's stuff I haven't really dealt with.
Okay.
So it's something new in my journey where I'm like, this, I don't know, it's way more fun because it's like that stuff was repetitive. Doing houses,
It's just same kind of
it's
bullshit.
the same shit every day,
It's just a
especially when you
different
get on
angle.
a builder that you get 3 houses that they do.
They're all pretty much cookie
You're doing
cutter.
doing the same thing. Oh, we're gonna change our master bath up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only thing that's new.
And that's
And it's repetitiveness. It just gets boring.
I get it. So yeah, so you did say it is fun. It
It can be fun.
it can be fun.
Oh yeah, I mean
it's
last
fucking work.
last year, how many baths did that have? I think that was like an 11 bath house.
Damn.
In Hinsdale, I did. Which that was cool because, you know, doing that, yeah, I've never seen nothing, you know, that big.
Damn.
Trying to make all the shit work, and it ain't like your normal house where it's like, okay, you got wood, you drill through the wood. No, they had structural steel all the way to the top of this house, so it's like, oh, you ain't gonna take like an oxyacetylene torch and just blow through the steel
right.
beam. So that was neat to actually do.
Yeah,
They had a basketball
that thing
court
was
in the
probably
basement.
fucking massive.
Yeah, those people were
Holy
ready.
shit.
11 fucking.
Yeah.
I could shit everywhere. I'm like Lil Wayne. I shit
I
all
would,
day.
I would want to.
10 bathrooms and I shit all day.
Yeah. That's
Um,
fucking wild though.
yeah.
So
There's a basketball court under the basement. Because it was like under the garage was a full-size basketball. It was a half court, but full
Golly.
height-wise. Then you go up from that, then you're in the normal basement. Then you went up from that, you were on main floor. Up from that, you were on another floor. Up from that, you were on another
that's
floor.
fucking wild. You've
Yeah,
probably
same.
seen some wild shit
So
though.
Yeah.
mansion is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that one was kind of crazy.
And was it like? I'm guessing big car. Like they had a bathroom in the garage, bathroom upstairs.
No,
downstairs?
actually, no bathroom in the garage.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
pores.
pussies.
Fucking
Yeah.
poor people.
You just spent like $20 million on this house.
Not
and you
even a
couldn't-
shitter by the Ferrari, loser.
Well, that was the thing too. Like, it was wild because you would have thought, okay, you know, they have all this money, and in my aspect, living in the Midwest, well, we like hanging out in garages, obviously.
Yeah, right. Look at
But for them, it was like, yeah, we don't need heat in our garage. I'm like, you're building a
That's-
brand new house and
It's a hot
not.
take.
You don't want
Yeah.
a furnace in the garage. I'm like, that's wild.
Fucking wild.
You would think, okay, well, especially if you're rich, you would think you'd want a furnace and you'd want floor drains out there so you could
Yeah.
pull, whatever bougie car you're driving
And clean
in
it
the
inside,
winter.
yeah.
Yeah, and then have maybe like
Squeegee the floor
a
out.
hot cold hose bib in the garage that you could wash it off, spray it off with.
I doubt it, because I from just thinking about like what this house and who probably owns it, I was like, they
detailer
probably
probably does
they're
it.
here
Yeah.
from
Like
mid
July.
spring
Yeah.
till
like,
fall, and then they're like, nah, I'm gonna go to my winter
Florida.
house somewhere.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that car that they had in that garage doesn't come out to snow ever.
and then they got the guy to come out and just wash their shit in the fucking driveway or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it was wild. They did have a pool house, though, that was built onto the house that the only access was from outside. That had a full bathroom.
Do you do anything with the pool?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's the pool guy.
I mean, we leave, gas. We'll take, gas out for the pool
okay,
heater.
yeah, or the
Um,
lines that feed it or whatever. If it's like a,
I mean, most of the time,
or is that like not how they work? I don't know.
yeah, most of the time they just fill it up. It's not a line coming off the house. Like, we'll leave maybe, a certain hose going out of the house that was ran off of,
So
1
that's a
inch.
contained. The pools are usually just they're not like a drain in or out. And
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Didn't know that
doesn't
shit.
drain into your sewer.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
They usually just pump it out at the end of the year.
Okay.
Or they have some kind of drainage system that pumps it somewhere, but not in your sewer.
Interesting. Is that because of the chlorine?
I don't know.
Or
To
just
be
'cause-
honest, I don't really know because we don't really deal with it too much.
We need a civil engineer. God damn it. We need a civil
Tell us the
engineer.
answer.
yeah.
I
wanna know.
have seen pools in people's basements though too. That's been
That's wild. I can only picture like steam. Like
When I
pool's
played it-
fucking wet.
It was a
It's
lady.
fucking-
It was a lady that had MS, and she was getting worse. So they decided to build a brand new house because they wanted a ranch that didn't have stairs, which didn't make sense because then you had to go downstairs to the pool. So I'm like,
You probably put
okay.
an elevator in. It's fine.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
right.
think there might have been an elevator from the first floor down, but it was like a lap pool to go back and forth. But that was in their basement. That was wild.
That sounds massive either way.
When
That's
I
Yeah.
play The Sims, I build the pools in the basement.
I build them on the patio port, like on the second, third level pad. Like
Just put it in the attic.
Yeah, put it in the attic.
Nice and warm in the attic in
Yeah.
the summer.
Yeah, no kidding. The fucking roof is fucking falling in on itself.
4,000 gallons of water just sitting above your kitchen. Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, this will be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
Everything's
fine.
Insurance
Is
would
that a
never
drip?
cover you.
Was that
a
water?
Trip.
Fuck.
No, I mean we've seen some wild shit. I mean, but doing the everyday houses just gets boring, repetitive. Times are a big thing. How many hours are you taking in that house to make the money? So then you're getting pushed faster because wages just keep going up.
Yeah.
Houses keep going up, but then it's like the builder doesn't want to pay the boss. So they're like, screw that. I'm not, I'll charge $500,000 for the house, but what your original bid was, that's your original bid. I'm not paying you more than that.
Damn. There's
So-
no price negotiation then. Like
No,
you're
it's
like,
very hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. If your time and labor, like energy, fucking materials,
Yeah.
and then they're like, nope, fuck you. Like,
It's still
With the
do it in
bid.
the same,
and you want to get the
fast pace
work
and-
because fucking Joe Blow over there is $10 cheaper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hiring Joe Blow.
Well, right.
just
Like,
kidding.
he's not even licensed. Fuck that guy.
But that's like the thing too, though. Like how I said, union versus non-union. That we are very competitive with non-union companies because they charge the same, but the boss is just a greedy ass fuck.
And
that's
just
just like this
Pockets,
is my money, motherfucker.
pockets.
Yeah, and he's not paying his guys. So yeah, in that aspect, I don't like non-union because they're judging what you get paid, and even if you're a rock star, they're like, "Yep, $25 seems good to me."
Yeah.
It's like, no, piss
Fuck,
off. I'm not
dude.
doing it for that.
Yeah, I can't imagine. But that's probably like, it's just corporate America, right? I think I've bitched a lot on here on the podcast of how greedy everything has become and how much people are just want to fucking me, and fuck the next guy. So
No, it's wild.
it's fucking. I hate it. I think it's an ugly. It's an ugly way where like just the trades are headed. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, right? Like we want to do a good job, but paid fair and reasonably. That's
paid
how
fair and reasonably, and
Yeah.
I agree with that. But then you got a lot of people that nowadays they're like, screw that, we want more.
Yeah,
because
it's
then
always-
even the
right.
workers are getting greedy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what? You're just gonna price yourself out of work? Because
yeah.
there's got to be a cap at some
Right.
point where you're
There will
like,
be.
I'm done.
There will be a cap.
But if you ask any CEO, there is no cap, right? They just keep giving themselves bigger and bigger bonuses,
Exactly.
which nothing. I just feel like nothing makes sense.
No.
So I don't think the work, like if you do quality work, there should be like almost no cap, like no cap. There should be no limit, to like the value it's worth. If that,
Yeah.
if you make something that lasts 30, 50 years, like a lifetime damn near, like, man, that's invaluable, especially in today's world where a fucking car lasts 3 years right after the warranty. Fuck you. Crush that can up and throw it in the fucking jar. Like, dude.
Dish out another
Yeah.
$70,000.
So when you do like quality or you built this new house and it's like a beautiful, like that for me, it's like a beautiful, pristine, like electrical work or plumbing system. And then they just fucking cardboard. Like the rest of the house is cardboard.
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck? This
Yep.
makes no sense.
Well, it all depends too, because then people want to, like, the builder wants to build something for so cheap but charge so much.
Yeah.
So, and depending on your local code, so like building codes, you could do that foam board. Well, you were able to last year do the foam board on the outside of a 2x4 wall. That was good. There's no plywood.
There's no like,
plywood.
not even
You just have
drywall.
a metal strap that goes on a 45 through the wall, and then you have
fucking-
foam board.
Oh
So technically, like a
my
house that has
God.
plastic siding, you could just punch right through the siding and through that.
It's
and
kind of like
through the
Arizona
drywall.
homes though. Arizona with they stucco over like chicken wire, so you can like
Yeah.
Arizona has like, there's a guy on YouTube who does like home inspections, and I'm like, geez, so what they fucking put out, man? It's fucking
Dude,
ugly.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you've probably seen some weird shit. We'll talk about that in a
shitty
set.
shit, yeah.
So
but no, quality. They just want
Yeah.
as much money as they can possibly get for
As a
the
lit-
cheapest
just
that they
little-
can
yeah.
build it for. But now everything's getting more strict because they're saying, well, the R value in the wall with the 2x4 wall and the foam isn't enough, so you need a 2x6 wall, and then there's no point in foaming
Fucking
it. So then to
gust of
hold it
wind.
sturdy, they need plywood.
yeah.
So it's getting better code wise, building code that they're
Fucking-
making it work.
Yeah, dude, a bad storm could end your house. Like in theory.
In
but,
theory, yeah, just blow over.
Like, yeah, I don't agree with it, but I don't know. I'm not. I'm just a guy bitching on a table. So like, they buy a table into a microphone. But I think it's true. I've said it. I see that a lot in the mechanic world with parts. You just get bad new parts, and we'll ask you about that. I think right now I do want to talk. Can we talk about some of your shittiest jobs? Like, do you have some?
What's the craziest thing that's happened? Like, we asked Ben, and he said that he almost died. But like, what's like the craziest thing that had happened?
Or
to
what's
you?
the most brokenest shit?
Yeah, the brokenest shit you had to fix. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, was it like shit spewing out at like 45 miles an hour or something? You had to like cap that shit. I don't know.
Shit cannon.
Nothing like that too much. I mean, you deal with obviously shitty stuff all the time. More so like broken wise though, if it's broke, there's always a point where you could go back to tie on to something good.
Okay.
Like it's never fully shot. Like even if it's okay, well, even coming into the house, to say it's old cast iron, it's rotted away, you could always chip that out of the wall and go outside
and put a
and
new
dig it
one,
up
okay.
and get to a clean spot to hook on to bring it back in. So you could take pretty much something from nothing and redo it
But it's
all.
definitely way more work.
Oh yeah,
Right.
way more.
Yeah, we're talking
I mean,
about
cast
like,
iron kind of sucks. So like,
yeah,
it
we
just
used to have
eats
cast
out.
iron in our house, so
It just eats the sewer gas will rot out the top.
really,
Yeah.
okay.
Which I've seen multiple times. It's kind of cool.
They literally crumble apart, and then
It'll be perfectly solid at the bottom, like it's brand new,
Yeah.
and at the top you could stick your finger in it because there's just a line ate through the whole pipe.
and that's just shit gas.
Yeah, it's just shit gas coming up.
What?
Which then we had to you take continuing ed every year. That's kind of like you're renewing your license. So taking continuing ed this year, the guy that came in was talking about cast iron. Cast iron rep for, I forgot where he was from, but he's like, it's the best thing ever, it'll never rot out. And I'm like, you're in a room full of plumbers that change this for a living.
We see it
What do
every
you mean
day,
it
right?
won't rot out? And he's, no, I'm telling you, if it's pitched the right way, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what way it's pitched, it still has sewer gas in it. and that's what's eating out the top.
It
of the
literally eats cast. It eats
That's
steel.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
And I'm like, and yeah, there is things that are cast iron that, okay, it worked. But this guy's saying, from way back when, somewhere in Italy, it's still the original cast iron. I'm like, okay, well, also, what was it made of back then?
Right, it was probably like
what was the consistency of that cast iron
Would
made
be
with?
non-high
Now
carbon?
is
What were they
very
eating?
cheap.
what were they eating?
What was in their
Just
shit
olives
back then?
Just olives that made it greasy and
Yeah.
fucking
Just lubed it
yeah,
up.
Liner
Yeah,
pipe.
like, yeah, fucking breakfast lasagna, fucking
Got my olive pipes.
yeah.
My grape pipes.
So
But no, I mean, shitty wise, doing like any of that. I mean, the worst is a Monday. You walk in, and the first thing your boss tells you, hey, you gotta go to this house first. You're like, okay, why? Well, their ejector pump went out in the basement. So instantly, first thing on Monday,
what's an ejector pump?
it's in your basement. Usually, if you don't have a bathroom down there, it's just picking up your condensation line off your furnace.
Okay.
But if you have a bathroom down there, well, now it's a pit full of poo. And if the pump goes out, that
Fuck.
means there's
It's-
poo everywhere.
It's a pit
There's-
full of pool. Now it's a basement full of shit.
Yeah, then you're walking through shit. Your hands are in shit first thing in the
Oh.
morning, and
Fuck.
I don't mind dealing with shit. Obviously, I could deal with my own, but it's like when you're digging through somebody's pit and you see like corn little floaters, and you're like, fuck, now I know what you had for dinner last night. This is gross.
This is exactly the things I want to talk about. I
getting
love
a lot
it.
of fiber.
Waders and some like shoulder gloves.
Oh,
and,
dude, it's
like,
bad. I mean, but I would say we do new residential, so like never anything too bad because we're not a service shop. So we service our own stuff, but not like you're not gonna call us out and say, hey, everything just broke. Like all my sewer in my basement just fell apart. And
Okay.
it's full of poo. Like,
So
we're
you
not-
yourself don't do that as much, or not even
well,
really.
for the excavating company though, that's where it gets interesting.
It can
full
get
of
shitty.
nasty, dude.
Really?
So, we'll be digging and it's tight. Like old school Joliet, those roads have so many different lines through the roads from
Years
back
and years
when
ago.
it was built, and then
Okay.
now they update it to this, and then, new
So
water
this is
main
different. This
here.
might be different, or that's
Yeah,
like
this might be live, this might be dead. Well, you're gonna hit shit in that road when you're digging. And we've hit a sewer. Dude, nasty. Like
It's
that stuff.
years old shit.
Years old, and it's not even pitched the right way.
So
So
it's-
rocks heave up, so
It's stagnant.
Joliet is straight up rocks. So, the sewer's back pitched. And then next thing you know, we hit it, and just like a bajillion cockroaches just right out.
God.
And you're like, that's fucked. And then now there's a hole in the sewer. Now you see like Ninja Turtles rat. What was his name? Raphael or
Splinter,
whatever. Dude.
Splinter.
And you're fucking running through there, and I'm like, holy shit, that's a barn animal. That is not a fucking mouse. So you deal with that, then you're stepping in it, walking in, because then you got to fix the sewer too.
You gotta clean that or connect to it or
Yeah,
whatever.
so your
fixing all that.
hands are in that shit. That's
That's
gross.
fucking crazy.
Doing the stuff, so like the main thing is, okay, it's lead lines. So we'll fix lead lines, we'll put in copper instead. Well, sometimes you get lucky and it's copper from the Buffalo box into the house. So you can make your connection.
What's like a buffalo box?
The B box, the little black thing in the front yard that sticks up? It's to turn the water on and off.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're shut
from,
off.
Yeah, you're
okay.
shut off from the street.
That's what. Okay, I gotcha.
So sometimes you'll get lucky and you could just tie on to that.
I don't even know
Well,
where ours is.
I know exactly where it's at.
do you guys have one, or do you guys have a well?
We
know
have
we're
town water.
like town.
Do you?
Yeah. So, but even though it's barely a town,
My
right?
old
Like,
house, I definitely knew where that was because it was like right next to the sidewalk, and it's set
yep,
up, like,
ours is right next
Which
to the
is
sidewalk.
crazy because
Ours is
they
right next to the
literally are like telescoping, so like you could spin it down or spin it up.
Mhm.
So it's
It's
like,
like a
how do you
hose
not
valve,
make
right?
it level with the ground?
I-
Like I don't use a string line, but like my cheater's way of doing it is I'll take my tape measure, go to one side of the grass to the other side of the grass where we just dug this hole,
Okay.
and I use that as my string line, and then I just bring it all the way up to where it touches the tape, and you're level with what the ground was.
Okay.
So I don't know how people decide to like. I've seen them where I kid you not, they're almost a foot out of the ground. I'm like, you just didn't even try.
You don't want to see those. You don't. You'd rather.
You don't want your
yeah.
lawnmower to see it.
Right. You definitely. right.
Yeah.
Okay, makes
I'm
sense.
never shutting it off.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, ours is below the ground like 4 or 5 inches, or
I
maybe not
don't-
even
I guess
that
I
much.
never really
It's
looked.
by the sidewalk. It's not. it's easy to miss. I think that's what it's supposed to be, right? It's easy to miss. Like
Kind of. I mean, you have your certain key that takes off the nut. I mean, obviously
the 5. It's like a pentagon. It's
Yeah.
super weird.
Yeah, which you could
Or a
take them off
triangle.
anyhow. You know,
Yeah,
you could use channel
jam a 12,
odds.
dude. I was like jam a 12 point on there if I had to.
You could literally use a hammer, not to smash it, but the claw side, and you could just spin it like that, and it'll
funny.
come off.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like anything, you know. But dealing with that company, so you'll have wild stuff you'll walk into, because if we have to go to inside someone's house, that's where you see shit.
Really? Okay.
Dude, you've been in hoarders'
Actual
houses.
Oh, okay.
And you're like walking through, you're like, this is fucked up. You've been drug dealers' houses. They're like, what are you doing in my basement? And you're like, I'm fixing your stuff. I don't know what to tell you.
I just need to be in and out, man.
You called us.
Yeah, exactly. And
yo.
then, you know, I have a couple bad ones. My by far worst one was in Joliet. And we're walking up, and the boss is like, hey, man, it's bad. And I'm like, okay, bad. Everybody has their own bad.
Yeah.
How bad? He's like, you're going to need a face mask. And I'm
Oh,
like,
fuck.
okay, I'm pretty much usually better than all you guys with smell, so, like, I can handle it without it. He's like, I'm telling you, and you might want to put Vicks rub in your nose. I'm like, oh, it's that bad. So walking up towards the house, it got, like, a foggy, look to it.
Hazy.
And I was like, why is it foggy looking? You got closer, it was flies. So I'm like, that's fucked up. Why is there so many flies outside? Then you got a little bit closer to the house. Now I'm probably about 10 feet away. Now I'm smelling it. And I'm like, this is fucked up. Well, sometimes, you know, if we have to do a new coming into the house, you get lucky and, like, be, like, a foot away from where the old one went. So it's just easy, quick hookup, in and out. Well, some you have to repipe everything because you can't go in. Like, it came through the floor, it came in the back side of the house. You're going from the front. This one, unfortunately, you had to run, like, I think 40 or 50 feet of pipe. So I'm down there for a while, redoing everything.
Fuck. And that was like from the basement to the street or whatever. That's what you.
Yeah, we brought it into the house, so
Okay.
we'll use like a directional bore rig.
Okay.
And bore it into the house, and then you pull back copper, or sometimes you'll go down there with a like a Bosch rotary hammer, drill through the wall,
Yeah.
and then feed it out or feed it in.
Okay.
Well, I get down in this house, and I kid you not, it was probably 2 to 3 inches of matted down dog shit and dog fur. And you couldn't see in the basement because there's that many flies.
Oh my god.
There had to have been
Damn.
millions of flies down there.
And
And I'm like,
that-
this is fucked. And the one and only time I thought about calling, like, the health department or
Really.
animal, because their dogs just live down there and that. I'm like, that's fucked for the dogs. But I really felt bad for the kids that were upstairs. I thought
when
about,
they
like,
had
DCFS
kids?
because I'm like, dude,
It's unsafe.
I don't want
It's
to,
like,
I don't
right.
want to ever do that to somebody. But,
Right.
like, that one time I thought about doing it because I'm like, you're a fucked human being.
That's terrible.
Right.
How do you live like that?
How are you cooking a meal? Like,
Oh, dude, I can't imagine.
God.
But that ain't even the worst. Well, that's probably the worst I've dealt with, in my opinion, because of the smell of the flies, everything.
Damn.
Just recently, though, being out doing my job with them and doing the insides, dog shit in basements is very common. Cat shit, cat piss. The one, it smelled so much like cat piss.
The ammonia,
like,
that
yeah,
ammonia,
your eyes
like-
were burning, and I'm
Oh.
like, this is fucked up. 2 weeks ago, I was just in a basement, and the guy was like, ah, shit, man. I didn't really get time to clean up. And I'm like, okay, so there's probably just stuff in the way. That's fine. I'm okay with that. No. And then he's telling me, yeah, my water softener, the line blew out on it or something, so there's a bunch of water down there, too. And I'm like, okay, this is already seeming fucked before I even walk in the house. Well, then I get down there. Well, there was dog shit and the water, so now you're stepping around in slurry
It's
dog
fucking
shit,
slurry
repiping
dog.
his fucking basement. And I'm like, I hate my life. I hate my job.
Holy
Because,
shit.
yeah, it's not human shit, and it's not really plumbing related, but it's the stuff that you have to deal with gross-ass human
People
beings.
are fucking disgusting.
And, dude, it's
People are gross.
nonstop.
People are.
oh
gross.
God, you need like, oh man, you almost need just a vac pump, like a full straight
You just,
vac pump.
I think you just want to burn these houses.
Yeah.
Like,
Some of these houses, I'm like,
yeah.
well, and that
Right.
one was fucked up, too. So he says, like, whatever, and I don't know, he wasn't making much sense. And he's like, yeah, something about, like, the water being off. And I'm like, your water's on. And he's like, the valve really don't work. And I'm like, okay, old school gate valve. It was all kind of busted up. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not dealing with it because I'm cutting that part out. We're bringing new stuff, so it doesn't even pertain to me anymore.
Okay.
So then we hook up the new stuff, and I noticed his sink was on in the basement. He had like his random sink that was on, and it was just like dripping. I'm like, well, maybe it's fucked up like the rest of the house. So we get the new water in, and I turn his water on, and I hear the sink running more now. I'm like, oh, maybe the sink was on for a reason. Maybe he just had really shitty pressure. Something's fucked up. Now it's good. Well, then the sink, I started hearing it from like being a sink to a waterfall. And I was like, the fuck? So I run into there, and it's just over cascading over the sink.
It was like plugged. The sink was
sink was plugged up, and then his water falling. So I shut the sink off. Well, then I look up, and he tried replacing his own hose bib. Dude, that's spraying everywhere. I'm like, none of this is even my fault. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now.
What do you do?
So I just shut the water back off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, now I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, the valve was off, but not all the way off. That's why he had the sink open, because when he tried soldering his own hose bib, it didn't work. So then he was trying to let the pressure instead of spray just come out that. Yep. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. So I went and found the boss. I'm like, hey, everything's fucked up down here. Not my shit, his shit. Yeah. So I guess the water's staying off. Dude, we're banging on this dude's door. Homeboy's taking a nap, wouldn't wake up. I'm like, how do you not wake up? And we're screaming. I'm like, whatever. Screw it.
Fuck off out of there.
So he finally woke up from his nap a couple hours later and found us. I'm like, dude, your water's like good to be turned on, but your shit's leaking everywhere, so I don't advise you to put it on because I'm not fixing any of the stuff that you already broke. And he's like, yeah, no, I gotta go get some pots. All right, well, I mean, good luck, buddy, because you fucked it up the first time. You're gonna fuck it up again.
Fucking pots.
I mean, at that point, I fucking bite the bullet. Like, I have somebody who can fix this here.
Yeah, he's here, man.
I didn't want to.
Like,
I didn't want to be in the slurry dog shit no more.
Well, yeah, no, of course. But, like,
done.
as a homeowner, like, at that point, aren't you just like, well, I have plumbers here.
Yeah, like, right. Can I give you, $200-300? Can you fix that?
Please fix my shit.
And I've been like, okay. I might have for him.
But it was gross already.
But it was gross already down there. I was pissed off, and I'm like, you're disgusting. So it's not necessarily more so like...
It's the people.
It's the people. Yeah. It ain't the job, dude. It ain't the poo in the pipes. It's the people.
We've, and a little more information
everybody
that people
shits.
may or may not want to know. We've had this instance happen in our own house.
Yeah.
Our sewage, our sewage was bad.
Yeah.
Like, it blew the cap off that Y pipe and just immediately started...
I have dealt with that. I've dealt with rotting stuff, but to me, like, that's not, like, bad. Yeah, like, it's bad when you take that cap off and it's like, you get like also, a drip to a spray to, it's just like,
it didn't help that the septic hadn't been drained for a while.
It was never drained. And then the septic had, like, the downspout went to, like, the bottom. So it would start to plug... like on this downspout that went all the way to the bottom of the septic. And I didn't I always thought shit just kind of flowed out like a waterfall. And so I don't know if that's like an old school thing or if that's supposed to be like that.
That's kind of part of a septic. I've never really heard of it going all the way down. It does go down though. It's more so like a baffle. If you think of it.
Yeah, because you don't want it to just spray.
It's not spraying in there. Yeah. It's kind of going down, but it's allowing liquid to go to the top to hit that leach field.
So I ended up because I'm like, this just doesn't look. It's like it was so far down, like it's fighting itself to, especially if they're solids and shit. It's fighting itself. So I cut
like that far from the bottom, pretty much.
Yeah, like, see, that shouldn't be.
Yeah, and so I was like, this isn't right. I ended up cutting
2-3 foot gap.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
And I was like, I'm not gonna pick this pipe up. So I just ended up like sawzalling. I had a baby sawzall, but I like cut like fucking 5 feet off this motherfucker, and I just like let it fall. I'm like, whatever. And
it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna whatever.
Going in the tank.
And now it's like we haven't had any issues with it, but
that's like at my old house.
He held my feet.
No, I really did. At my old house, we kept getting that just sewage smell backed up into the house, and luckily enough, our neighbor across the street was a plumber, but he moved over to doing like
Porta-Johns or
Steve.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He was weird. Like my mom was just like, you know what? He's technically a plumber. I can go ask him, see what he thinks. And he came walking over, had his waders and shit on, pulled the lid off the top, and was just looking around. He's like, that center pipe for the septic tank that I think lets it drain back when it gets too full into the leach field.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's like 2 foot too tall. It was almost to the top of the tank when they installed it. He's like, it's way too tall. He's like, give me like 5 minutes. Okay. He comes back walking over, has his whole shit on, has his mask and everything on. He's like, I'll be right back, and just jumps into our septic tank.
Fuck
I'm like,
that. That's a
holy
different style of
shit!
job, dude.
He's just, and then you see, and you see a pipe come tossing out, and he's like,
All good.
all right, you guys are good.
That's wild.
Damn, Steve, you want any? Nah, don't worry about it. He just
That's
walks off.
wild.
He's like,
Your guys'
I
shit
deal with
smells.
He's like,
Yeah.
He's like, I deal with a lot of people's shit in these, but in his porta-johns. But he's
Yeah.
like, it was the weirdest thing. He lived right across the street. So from like right here, his porta-johns were along the side of that. Like if it was that house there, it was just along the side of his house, and he had his pump trucks. Never smelled them.
Yeah.
Never.
He was very clean.
When
was
he
good.
took his porta-john
there?
somewhere,
Nah, they
he
moved.
was every day, like twice a day. He was out checking on his porta-johns,
Oh,
making sure.
shit.
Yeah, he was really on it. Like, you never could smell them when they were out. When like,
That's
say
nuts.
if there's like harvest, like or not harvest. So like,
Like the
say
wind pick up a weird way, come at you, you're not smelling shit.
no, nothing. Like if there was like celebrations, I know, like out like big towns like at Morris,
Like fest, like corn fest.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. You'd have like all his out there. You'd never smell him as you walk by.
Yeah, he was very clean. He was
Okay.
good at his job.
Yeah, he was very good at his job.
Yeah.
I mean, I've dealt with porta johns too on job sites where literally you walk
Out
in
there for
and
2 weeks,
You
and that
know,
shit's-
it's mounted above the seat, and I'm
what?
like, how you?
I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm shitting in a box.
Yeah.
Because I'm not shitting on
just
that. I'm not
crack the-
hover dumping on a mountain,
Crack the
dude.
door and blast one off.
That's
I-
Oh, my
Like
God.
the
That means that there were at least 15 people before that were fine
know?
with shitting on somebody else's shit that high.
fucking
Touching their ass.
Oh, God.
It's kissing your butthole. The point of the mountain is just.
dude.
It's a fucked
those
up.
memes where it's like when the porter shitter guys come out there. It's like, oh, where do you want the porter shitter? It's like right there next to the building, then like in the shade would be great. He's like, it's not a good spot. How about out there in the middle of the lot where there's 2 foot of standing water in the sun? That's the best
That's
spot.
where I want it.
That's the best spot, I
Yep.
think.
Dude.
We're dropping it there.
Oh my
It's
god.
gross.
This has been so interesting. This is fucking bizarre, man. But
You want
Most
to take an intermission?
yeah, I was like, but let's before we get back into all this shit, literally, let's take a quick break.
All right.
I have to check my battery, so we'll see you guys in a minute.
4 and then they'll junk
Yeah,
it.
I mean, that's like a vague. This is kind of
I
our
mean,
vague
tools that you use.
guideline. So
I mean, tools that you use is kind of whatever
Yeah.
It'd be an all around, normal.
Yeah.
because it's just pipe wrenches,
And
copper
cutters,
cutter, and
yeah.
a sawzall. Really.
that's it. Well, that's enough to whatever. So
I got a pipe wrench.
is that where we're just filming? That was on. That's gonna be
Oh.
on it. You got a.
I got a pipe wrench. It's a little guy. I got it for
Outrage.
the
You
yard.
got a wrench.
Dude, you could.
It's green.
I'm a,
Green. It's gang
It's
green.
I'm a bristle brush.
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll be big green. You be little green.
Fair enough. We get the job done. Welcome back, everybody. You just probably caught the weirdest intro back into
I got a pipe wrench.
Yeah. Into episode fucking whatever, 11, 12, whatever we're at. Sam,
Season 2, episode 2.
you deal with shit. What? Dude, that's crazy. I still like the fucking stories of the I don't know. We just went over. I'm like, that's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
It's not a job for the faint heart, like I would say.
No, a lot of it's people. Like I said, rotting. Yeah, it's kind of gross. You know, you get a little bit of spray back till you can start rotting.
Oh.
Spray back. That's what she calls
You
me.
You ever gotten spray back on your face?
Try not
Kinda.
to. Yeah, try not
Kinda. I got hit once, and it was not pleasure.
to. It was not.
I did not get paid enough to do it.
Yeah. Still doing it.
Well, yeah, still doing it, but I mean, for that
It's not-
specific job, I was
not
like, I didn't want
It's
to eat
definitely
your
not
shit.
cash money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, imagine if you posted on like Craigslist or something or on Letgo, like, hey, let me shit in your mouth. You're gonna get paid a lot more than what I just got paid.
Oh man.
So you're saying there's a business opportunity here, and I should post on
I'm
Craigslist.
logging back into Craigslist.
I
Yeah.
have a friend that'll eat your shit,
Yeah.
100% guaranteed.
The nuttier, the better, y'all.
First corn, baby.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
fucked up.
Yeah, this
Shit
is
in
like,
Snickers bars.
dude. It's just not. I've worked
Baby
in.
Ruth.
Yeah. I've worked in some shitty cars. I've seen some fucking disgusting. Yeah, you've seen probably his fair share of shitty cars, but you deal with just general shitty situations.
Like,
Dude.
I just don't want to ramble too much, but it's like when you get into somebody's car and the only seat you can get into is the driver's seat
And never,
because it's to the ceiling all the way to the trunk.
it's like
You get a lot of
KFC
those?
boxes.
Yeah.
KFC
That's
I
box.
see him
up.
driving, and I'm like,
How
How
is
is
that
that-
legal?
Yeah,
Like, how
it's
is that
not.
legal?
it's not.
That's true. When they
But
pull
like-
up next to you in traffic, you're like, what? Like, what the
But like,
fuck?
what happens if like you had to like do some electrical that was beneath all that shit? You gotta take all of it out.
I don't know. That's
I bet you see
need
trunks,
to take that to another shop.
Yeah, you need to get that the fuck out of here.
Turns out I do not know what I'm doing. I can't help.
Yeah.
Sorry, my car's dirty.
I've taken cars like they have like seat covers as you're like greasy or dirty and you're like, oh, don't dirty. I've brought seat covers to cars because it's for my benefit. It's for my health and safety, not the fucking car I'm sitting in.
Those paper mats. You just
Yeah, I don't ever wear gloves. Like I usually work like fucking no gloves unless it's like race car shit's different. But like I will put on fucking mechanics gloves or whatever because I have to grab that fucking steering wheel and the shifter or like
See, but
dude.
now like where I'm weird about gloves, like obviously wearing them most of the time,
Okay.
but at some point, like you gotta think: is it better to wear, like if you're dealing with shit, is it better to wear gloves? And then the shit's on the gloves and contained on your hand that whole time you're doing it? Or would you rather just not have the glove and then
be able to
be able
like
to wipe it off quick and
Yeah.
then you don't have shit
I
hands?
think if I'm used to it, I feel like it would take definitely some time to get used to that. I think I probably wouldn't wear gloves.
Yeah.
So, but you wear them most of the time or sometimes or like
Anytime if I'm soldering,
okay,
you know,
Yeah, heat.
getting burns on your
yeah,
head. Like
yeah,
burn, burn, burn,
right,
burn. There was a big burn there.
yup.
I got one back there. That whole
Oh yeah,
thing's
that's a good
burn.
one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I mean,
So it just depends. So soldering
I'm
for
dealing
sure,
with
right?
poo sometimes, but like I try to get like the poo aspect done first. So like if I'm cutting it and like to clean off, you know, say it's PVC and like I try to like deburr it like with the gloves quick, or I'll have a rag that I'll try to use
Okay.
instead of the glove. And I'll, you know, if you're doing it with like mission bands, which are just rubber bands, with like hose clamps around them and like no shear, like sheet metal that goes around that.
okay.
It's like a coupling for it, but like you could slide the band all the way over the pipe, slide it over, put your piece in,
Okay.
and then slide it back and tighten it down.
Oh, okay, okay. It's like
So,
a big
like,
clamp, almost like
yeah.
literally like a big clamp that goes between two joints or whatever.
Yeah, just like, you know, piece and piece.
Okay,
and then you,
gotcha.
Clamp that goes over. It's pretty much just like a rubber clamp.
Got
Or
it.
you could do like, you know, slip couplings, which are PVC, but those kind of suck because they're so smooth. You almost have to like rough them up with sandcloth.
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff that gave you that abrasive cloth.
Emery cloth. I call it emery cloth or
Yeah.
whatever.
You gotta do that because the glue actually just won't, like it just doesn't adhere to it. It's weird.
Yeah,
I've
it's-
had
it's
leaks
gotta be
doing it.
clean, yeah.
I've fixed something,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this was a bitch to fix. So you're beating over the coupling, you glue the shit out of it, you know,
And
beat it back
it's not
over,
fucking
and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, when you start like putting water through it, it's
dripping.
leaking. And
Yeah.
you're like, motherfucker.
They say, you know, prep and cleaning is it's literally half the job,
Mhm.
right? So you got to go in with like a proper mindset of like, I don't want to just slap shit back together, you know?
Well, you know, some people say like, oh, you're using like the mission bands, like, oh, you're a hack. Like that's not the right way of doing it.
Oh,
You know,
because it's
that's
like a
not
quick fix
professional.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it's actually the best for the situation of what you're actually doing by using that clamp because it's going to work 100%.
yeah,
100% of the time, all the
it's-
time.
It's a big seal. It's gonna be tight on whatever.
And that's like, you know, they don't do it much, but sometimes in the city with cast iron, they don't really do a lot of lead joints anymore.
okay.
So
And that
they
used to
do
be where they heat it. Like a lead joint is where they'd heat
you
it
pack
and it would
oakum, and then
yeah.
you heat lead, and then you
Yep.
pour the lead into it,
and
and,
it
then
would
you
fucking
beat it down.
Yep. Okay. That seems like old school. That seems like very like.
Seems toxic.
Still, you
That
still
too,
use
right,
it.
but-
They still
Oh,
do
they still
use it,
use-
but
okay.
they're trying to get away from it because lead's bad.
Yeah,
Everybody
of
said,
course,
oh,
right.
lead this, lead
They're
that.
gonna make you retarded, so it's probably not what you want.
Too late.
Yeah, been
Yeah.
there, on it. so.
But no, they do. It's called like no hub bands for cast iron now. So it's literally you could either get like a T-handle torque wrench and it's set to whatever psi, and then it'll just start clicking. It won't tighten it. No
Okay,
more.
okay, yeah.
And they make Milwaukee actually has a gun for it.
and it like
and it just like
cinches
it literally go click 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 click
And
because
that's
it'll
it.
stop going.
It's like pre-torqued.
But it's so simple. But it's like you can't just hate on something because it works.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
soldering. Nowadays, everybody uses those pro press guns.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
and
it.
it's
Like,
just you're
yeah.
fitting with an O-ring.
Yeah,
in
I've
it,
seen that.
And then you just
yeah.
and then it's done.
I still
And it
soldered.
works.
I think it's good to know both sides, or like
Oh,
you
yeah.
just never know when you're gonna use one tool to the other, right? Like
Every plumber will hate any plumber for doing his job, saying you're not doing it right.
yeah, like most
it
of
wasn't
us.
his way.
Right.
It wasn't his way of doing it. It's like you're in 6th grade math and like 2 + 2 is 4. Well, how'd you get that? Well, I did 1 + 1 + 1 + 1.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
That's
it's the
right.
same answer. It's
Yeah,
just different
right.
ways of getting to it.
Dude, if that's not like I bitch about that, like how old, like I call it like the boomer mentality, where it's not my way, it ain't the right way. That dumb motherfucker can never know nothing, then and fucking he ain't gonna learn nothing either. Like I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. We got to the same place at the same time. We just took different routes,
Yeah.
like so. I don't know,
There's not a right or a wrong to it. It's
Yeah.
just a method of doing it.
right? So before we, well, what's up?
Nothing. So to say, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Oh, shut the get out! No, you're right though. It's
Who's skinning cats though nowadays? Let's be real. Not
what
me.
you don't.
The-
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm the.
certain Chinese restaurants, maybe. I don't.
I like.
tried, they wouldn't take it.
Is that more of the dog?
I don't know.
variety?
Oh, remember Ohio? Weren't they eating cats and dogs in Ohio?
They're eating the cats.
They're
They're
eating
the
the dogs, right?
The neighbors. They're
Yeah.
eating the kids.
It's so.
Oh yeah, when they're saying
Yeah.
like the Venezuelan gangs
Yeah.
were eating. I'm
I
like,
was like, you don't even gotta be.
I don't think that's
from, like,
real because
the-
AI anymore.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know what's
They're
real
eating
anymore.
The cats.
I know what's not real is
Kamala.
when the dog's shitting and it flies through the roof. It's like I don't
He
think that's
said, I
real,
don't
but it's a
think
good video.
Yeah, he was watching like grannies get suplexed into like
Yes.
by like
Chiropractor.
chiropractors.
Yeah, one the other
Oh
day.
my god.
Dude, that I was cracking
Old
up.
lady
from-
shit rocking it on the dude's face.
But then like he like speed backed her out the window. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? What are we doing? I can't believe AI.
Clickbait.
Clickbait everything. Okay, before we get back into tools, we saw and we were talking about it earlier, but we wanted to ask you, what do you work with idiots? Do you work with like I think we all work with like a guy who just doesn't get it or is trying their hardest, and this isn't just to go back to like the DEI thing or whatever, but like sometimes you work with just incompetent fucking people.
Yeah.
Some guy that'll probably get you hurt before he helps you out.
Yep.
So
Some guy that when he's helping you, it actually takes twice as long to do it
You're
than
like-
just doing it by yourself.
yeah, he's like hold the light kind of thing, and he's like
Holding
fucking
it
shadow
behind you,
puppet.
going the
yeah,
other way.
shadow
Yeah.
puppets on the. You're like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So same thing. You got some fucking boneheads that are like,
some straight fucking idiots.
yeah,
But it comes in all. I mean, you'll have idiots. I think wherever you go.
that's what I kind of
Um,
think. It's hard enough. I think it's hard to find any job that you're not gonna run across
I'm
somebody.
the idiot. I'm the idiot. It's me.
I mean, you can't, but you gotta if you
Just
own
kidding.
it.
I'm just kidding.
But I mean,
are
I,
you though?
I don't know. I'm the
think
only
I'd
one in my
rather-
department, so hopefully.
but I think I'd rather have a guy that works hard and is stupid, because hopefully you could train them to be smart, than a guy that doesn't work hard and is stupid.
He's just like a hard
that
head.
You're
He's like,
like,
yeah.
you're never gonna go anywhere.
It's his way regardless, and he's doing it wrong to begin with.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Or the worst is the people that think they know it all and do not know shit.
Shit.
Do not know anything.
The in one ear, out one ear, like, yeah, I got it, I
got it. Oh no, I know how to do it. I'm like, no, you don't.
Oh,
You
God,
really
I hate
don't
that.
know how to do any of this, and you won't listen. You won't take the time out of your day to just hear me out what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I don't get it, and like I can't believe most people don't want to keep learning. Like you said, if you never even learn how to use, what is it called, the Pro Press or whatever that tool.
Yeah, like the Pro Press gun.
Like, and the guy doesn't believe in it, and he doesn't want to fucking learn it. Like, I think that guy, and if you know that's quicker than sweating pipes or whatever you're doing,
100%.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take the fucking the guy's just gonna be a hard-headed asshole, and he's like, no, that's fucking, and you know it ain't gonna hold right, and like technology changes every day.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
we're dealing with new cool shit every day, so like. I think it's crazy to not use every tool in the toolbox, especially if it's like gonna help you out, gonna make it faster. And then that's what I'm like. It goes back to these fucking guys that are like stuck in their ways or just
I'm not doing.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I think that's part of the same ignorance, idiotic like mentality where they're like, I've been doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Like,
Well, that's like there's like in your instances, like you'll have to rerun a pipe into a house. Like I've seen instances where people are like, instead of rerunning that whole pipe, they take that like blue PVC that
Yeah, like PEX pipe or poly.
and they just run it through the whole line. Like they'll start either from the road or inside the house, and it's just it uncoils as it goes through, and it just reseals that old pipe.
Oh, you're talking. That's for sewer.
Yeah.
It's lining. Yeah, it's weird. I've seen it a couple times. I've never done it, but yeah, like I'm trying to think how you say it. What they do is it goes and it like blows up like into the pipe, and it has whatever sticky material on it that helps it seal around. And what they actually do is they have like marking points, and after that's done, they send this like little RC robot car down there, and it'll cut out every sewer that was existing that goes into that line.
sounds like weird new.
So instead of running a whole new like infrastructure on pipe, they just run this, and it's like basically they start. It's just a little tube,
a bore or something.
Well, it's a big.
It's like a balloon.
Yeah.
Think of it like a big long
They
balloon.
just hook an air machine to the end of it, and it just extends out however big that piece is, and it'll.
And it's a new lining.
Yeah.
It's a liner. It's like a bed liner almost, but smooth.
So how he was talking, how like
Is it
cast
top?
iron will like rust out the top.
Yeah.
Instead of like if they have just like from the end of the corner over here down the end of the street, instead of digging everything
Yeah.
up, they just run that piece all the way through.
Is it tough?
Is it like
Yeah.
the blue things?
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
those.
I guess I
So
don't. I
basically,
don't know
it
this. Or I
cures
haven't seen
and it's pretty much becomes PVC
I thought they
at
were
that point.
foam.
I think
It's
it
kind of
starts
like
off.
foaminess in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it does, but it cures
Yeah.
into like a hard.
Is it
A
like
hard
plastic
PVC plastic, and then they send this robot, and like going up to the neighbor's house where his sewer came in.
Yeah.
It obviously didn't like go up his. It's just one stream
Yeah, one
line.
straight, yeah.
So then when it
Oh,
gets to
it
his,
cuts
they
the
cut
hole-
the
okay.
hole for his sewer,
And it then drains-
Keeps driving, and then goes to the next sewer, and it'll cut out.
Interesting.
cool
I don't.
shit.
Yeah, I guess I should probably fucking YouTube that because I have no idea.
Yeah,
that was,
it's you'll see
is
it,
it-
and it like unfolds.
is it shit? Is it
Yeah,
bad?
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it cool or like is it? You think it's?
I mean, it
It's
seems-
worth it.
really okay.
Because you're not ripping up this whole entire road, then
And
having
sidewalk
to,
and everything, right?
yeah,
whatever.
take out that pipe, or most of the time they probably won't take the pipe out. They'll just add a new pipe there.
Yeah.
So now you have more pipe
It's
in
like
the
next
road,
to
then
it,
that's
it's
in the
next to
way.
it.
So then you're cutting that piece out. Then you have to repave everything, re-infrastructure everything.
Yeah,
So
instead
it's
of
definitely
that,
a way
you're-
to save time.
You're cutting
and, like-
instead of like the whole road's out for the year or whatever,
Yeah.
few weeks, or you've got like certain parts of the road. So it's like, oh, that's where his goes in. We'll cut that up and we'll see where that is. So at least we know and mark that, and then
Yeah.
it'll go anywhere.
Should definitely.
Well,
look
most of the
into
time
this.
they don't even have to cut up the road. They'll just send. It's pretty much like a rodder or like a camera, and they'll go in his house or the clean out outside. They usually pull that off, and then they have like a detector, and as it's going through, they see where that's at underground. So then they could pinpoint it until where it hits the sewer, and then they just spray
And
paint
they just go. They're like, oh, they mark their spot.
Mhm.
Got it.
And yeah, so yeah, and
it,
that's
depth and whatnot.
Bees. We got bees flying in the studio. Comes with the job site.
Studio B.
Yeah.
What a shitty job.
What a
B-
shitty
you
job.
could call it B-roll.
Get out. Play me off, Johnny.
but yeah, that's like another cool tool that could be used instead of having to completely go through and rehash out this entire infrastructure of piping. It's just
Yeah, I had no idea about that
yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty
it's
cool
neat.
to watch.
So yeah, then let's get away from
He
like.
wants to get in the camera. He wasn't. In the camera.
Oh, he's in the camera. I'm pretty sure he's coming up.
I'm gonna fucking.
We're gonna
punch
have to
this bee.
smack the shit out of this bee, and we're gonna hit it one of the cameras.
That would be pretty cool if we hit it and all of a sudden
Yeah.
landed on the camera.
Leave it in the comments. Do you guys like bees?
You ever been stung by
I'm
one?
allergic.
I like bees fucking over there.
Oh, away from me. I like honey, but I don't know where that. Okay, there was just a bee flying around in here. Anyways, so let's getting away from idiots. We got idiots pretty much in every
Who
field.
wants
Yeah,
some coffee?
yeah,
Sorry.
a little sweet. Is he still there?
Attention span. Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, he's hanging out. He ain't gonna bother nobody.
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
This isn't his bush light. It's mine.
Eh.
So,
Yeah, getting away. So we have idiots pretty much in every field. You're gonna deal with them. You've probably seen them. You work with some guys that.
yeah, there's guys that I want to hit with whatever object's closest to me. Just throw it at them.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything. But you're gonna have that no matter where you go, and
I
I'm just
think
kind of
so.
used to it at this point.
Yeah, you kind of like learn that like okay, I maybe don't work next to this guy or with this guy or whatever.
But sometimes you don't have the option.
You don't have the option.
Sometimes
no.
you have to
You're
do
like,
it
"Oh,
with
no, I'm
that guy,
stuck
and you're
with
like,
fuck
this
face."
sucks.
Yeah. So
This is gonna take twice as long. I'm gonna work twice as hard, and this guy's just gonna sit there and stare at me.
right.
And it is what it is.
It's unfortunate. I guess I am kind of just waiting for somebody to be like, no, everybody's great. I actually haven't like dealt with any fucking morons, and you're like,
I love
think-
these people. I love
yeah.
my job.
It'd be like finding a needle in a haystack, though. So
Yeah, really.
really, yeah, to work with like everybody that's good. I just don't get hurt. Be careful on the job. Like, you guys probably don't deal with so much deep, but like guys that are like excavating stuff and they have to like trench shore walls and they're
Oh,
like,
that's what I'm doing now.
is it pretty deep? It can get like, can
Oh,
you
yeah.
have cave-ins and shit? If it's
Oh yeah,
like,
we
really?
use trench boxes.
Yeah,
Usually,
okay.
like most of the time, hopefully it's around like that 4-foot mark where we don't have to do it.
Mhm.
And it all becomes with being a competent person. You look at the wall, see what it's kind of made up
Yeah.
of. Is it gonna cave in? Is it not? Is it gonna be safe? If so,
So-
dig it
oh, you
further
do.
back. But yeah, no, we've done jobs where we're a good 14, 15 foot deep.
Damn.
Tapping a water main, and you're like, is it gonna blow? Okay, if
Yeah,
it does
if it
blow,
does.
how am I getting out of this trench?
Right.
Like, you gotta kind of look for your escape route before you even start,
That's crazy.
and then you just
That's where I don't want an idiot working, or like a guy that's
No.
or like the guy who like runs up the ladder and pulls it out with him. Like, hey asshole, I'm still in here, right? Like,
see. I got benefit though, I'm fat, so I float. So I just gotta plug my nose and take the ride up and get washed down the
funny.
street.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, you deal with some big shit. I mean, even here in Joliet, I've never seen it, but what goes under the river, under the Displains,
Okay.
I guess supposedly what I've been told from the different contractors and workers, it's so big of a water main you could drive a golf cart through it.
Dude, it's like
That massive, dude.
holy shit.
Massive.
That's crazy.
And
And the flow and the pressure behind something like that, to think about like water pressure's no joke. It's crazy. I mean, it forms metal in certain like applications. You can form metal with a hose.
You can cut
Like,
metal.
You
with
can
water.
with water pressure and stuff. So
Yeah, it's nuts.
yeah. So the bigger the city, I can imagine a place like Chicago. You're like,
Well, and they're trying to bring Lake Michigan water down to here.
damn.
Yeah.
We're gonna drain the lake. No.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Right.
Where'd my boat go? It's in that water,
It's
man.
in the water, just stuck. But that's cool. Yeah, that's the stuff I want to keep learning about or figuring out. And like, he's gone. The bee's gone. Well, now I called him back
behind
in.
my head.
They went that
I
way.
saw that
Yeah.
one go that way. But that's an asshole coworker. He's getting in the shot. He's probably buzzing by the mic. Sorry.
That's an idiot that we're
Yeah,
working
Yeah,
with
that's
right
an
now.
idiot. Yeah, he's distracting us.
He was definitely in the lens of that one over there.
Yeah, he'll come up. But anyway, so just be careful, and that's like to our viewers. Just be careful who you're working with. Know your surroundings. Know who's around.
Just be wary.
Fuck off.
Oh no, this is
Fuck off.
Bloopers.
yeah.
No kidding.
Fuck off.
Come here, B. Come by the bush light. I dare you. You will die.
My crew chief last weekend smacked one directly on top of his Coke can this week.
Did I get it? I did. It's by your foot. Step on it.
Get him.
Oh,
Oh,
he flew
no,
away.
he flew away.
Damn, I'm too slow.
Oh fuck.
He's pissed.
Yeah, probably hurt. Well, we'll see. But yeah, just be careful around who you're working with and know your fucking surroundings, because
Yeah.
I don't know, it's easy to get hurt on any of these kind of jobs, like any kind of like physical demanding or kind of like working with your hands kind of jobs.
Working with your balls.
Do you?
What?
I hear it.
Yeah, I hear it. I don't see it.
Is it?
Should we transition into?
Should we? Yeah. Should we take another quick second break, or should we
fucking mark
get
this thing or
this
what?
fucking
There's a
beat?
few of them.
There's like a couple.
Yeah,
of
there's a
them.
couple of them. All right, let's just try to maybe speed along here.
All right,
All right,
fuck these
real
bees.
quick, let's talk about some of the tools.
Yeah.
What other than obviously you're talking about like the clamp thing. It's like a rubber thing. We just talked about like that.
That's like a fitting.
That's like that's like tools and materials, I guess.
Yeah,
but like
tools. I mean, your standard set of tools. You're gonna have your tape measure, pencil, level, channel locks. Channel locks are your best friend because they're a hammer. Yeah. You got your channel hammers. You got your channel fucking whackers. You got
hammer?
you just beat the shit out of it, whatever. I mean, I'll use my level. I'll use my level as a level hammer, and it's whatever's near you.
I have a ratchet hammer.
Yeah, ratchet hammers work.
Yeah, ratchet. Right.
Tape measure hammer. That one's common.
It gets by when it breaks.
Everything's a hammer.
Yeah, everything's a hammer if you try hard enough.
But yeah, you got that. Your pipe wrenches, your copper cutters.
Yeah.
Really.
That's pretty much.
Many,
it's kind of like
your torch, the solder shit.
No big specialty. Okay, yeah, no big specialty tools that like everyday use. Other than like a pipe cutter, I guess is more specialty than a lot of people would say. But other than like your tape measure, that's like everyday shit.
Yeah, it's pretty much everyday shit.
Like no special keyways or like, well, the shit to turn your water on and off technically are like special keyways.
Yeah, you
right?
got your B-box key that's actually laying on the floor right there. That stuff's
that
down
thing?
that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, stuff down that and it just turns the corp or not the corp, but the curb stop on and off.
Okay.
The water switch.
That thing's long as hell.
Yeah.
It's probably out of shot, but
7 foot.
So really, but they can be like.
Oh yeah, I mean you'll have something that'll be 7-8 foot down.
Damn. Okay.
Usually it's around 4 to 5, but it all depends.
Gotcha.
Depends where you're at, what you're doing.
Yeah. The tool's right out of frame, but we're next to his motorcycle, and it's like the length of your bike easily. So, that's cool. And yeah, I guess that's one specialty tool. Nothing like you use. Oh shit! The bee's back. You get him?
I don't know. Fuck that bee.
They're aggressive. Where are they out right now? It's like fall.
Hey, exterminator, come kill these things.
He's gonna just smash a camera.
No, what he's gonna do is hit it in, and it's gonna land on one of us and sting us.
Oh, I think he got no.
No, but like specialty tools, yeah. I mean, you have like your certain things to, fit over the B box to get onto it. But it's all common, like being a plumber. Like your shop will have it, somebody will have it, municipality.
Okay.
But actual day-to-day use, no. I mean, it's all standard.
Just tool. We're
pipe
under the
cutter. Yeah, I mean, it's just
pipe wrench, pipe cutter,
Yeah.
tape
Super
measure.
specialty.
nothing.
That's
yeah.
okay.
It's not like how you guys like mechanics. Like you need a full snap-on toolbox full of every single tool.
Oscilloscope, special diagnostic tools, code readers, fucking special lights, testers. Yeah, I mean, and then different fitting, because this guy used a different way to put a fuel line on this, like this manufactured. So it's a little bit different. I think it seems a little bit nicer for you guys. Like the toolbox isn't big, or not big. It's probably big because of the tools that are in it, but like not necessarily full of 1,000 things.
No, I mean,
you might only use once and never use it again.
Everything that
I have tools that I've only used once.
I could pretty much plumb any house when everything's in my pickup truck right now.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, all my tools are in my back seat. Like drilling out, you have your whole hog, which is pretty much just like a big right angle drill. And that's like drilling out, like to drill through the wood.
Oh, yeah, just a right angle drill. Yeah, right angle drill. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's nothing
Nothing
too special.
crazy.
No.
It's kind of good. It's kind of nice. What about, do you ever have to use computers for anything?
No.
No? You never have to have like a guy, an engineer come in. What about like a tankless, like have you done like tankless heaters or something?
Tankless water heaters.
Yeah, softeners, water softeners, anything that
Not really water softeners. We'll set up a house to have a water softener, but we won't actually like put the softener in. Usually leave that to like a water softener company that'll test your water and do certain things for it.
Okay, so that could be totally somebody else. That's like
we'll leave the loop so then they could just cut it and then tie it in, and like so your hose bibs outside aren't soft water, those are still hard, so we set the house up for it. But like to actually put the softener in, no. I know how, we don't do it.
You just don't. Okay.
Tankless water heaters, those get a little confusing once you start having to deal with diagnostics on them.
Yeah, I feel like they're far more bullshit intricate, more shit going on than like a tank heater, your 80-gallon, 60-gallon, whatever.
It's just that's so much simpler. Tankless heaters, not so much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more so, hey, I'm calling support because I don't know what this code is, and you can't find the code online.
Right.
It's like they make it hard for.
You're right. There's no chart on there that tells you 3 blinks and 2 blinks equal this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So, okay, that's cool. I kind of thought you would, like, I guess I was thinking you might have to deal with more of that, or you'd have to get something to, like, program a fucking, some unit or program fucking, I don't know.
I mean,
but I guess it's not really, like, everything's just natural water pressure and in and out,
you can get booster pumps. That's, again, just setting a pressure, not really too technical.
Okay.
But, like, when you go to the city, that's going to be completely different.
Like
city
big,
plumbers,
Chicago
they have, like, certain pumps for things. Like, they have, like, certain shit pumps that, like, say, Metropolitan Pump will design. That's all computer-based and...
It knows sensors and volume and flow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, but, like, for those things, I feel like we would install, but we don't really do that. That would be, like, a civil engineer that would be,
I think it's right. Some kind of engineer, right? Civil engineers, engineering.
Like, we don't deal with it. They do it.
Yeah, okay.
They'll
tell you. They might come and tell you if
something's fucked up and like, hey, this valve's broke. It's telling me it's not closing all the way. Okay, well then, I don't know. Sometimes I guess we would change it, but more so then maybe Metropolitan will come out.
It's a special guy or special group.
Exactly, like a tech or something like that. They'll be like, hey, this is what's going wrong. But yeah, no, most of our stuff's pretty Stone Age. You just put it together, and it's not
so intricate or so
and
complicated.
You'll get like newer showers systems. You get like pretty much iPads for a shower.
Really?
That runs. Oh, hey, I want the shower to turn on. Like you can go on your phone
or temperature or something.
Yeah, and set it to a certain temperature.
Dude,
what body sprays you want on.
We're
rain
mixing
head.
electronics with fucking water.
Yeah, but again, that's not much. Like it's not set up. Like we don't do it. It's hey, like it works, but it's like an app on your phone.
That's
pretty
right.
cool. Yeah.
But the problem is when those fucking break, you got to replace the whole goddamn thing. Like
the computer system that's hooked up
like,
to it.
That's where I become like old, like mentality, old school. Where I'm like, I don't need that shit. I don't ever want it.
Do you remember the old speaker system I had in my shower at my mom's house?
Yeah, like, but it was just like a suction cup to the, wasn't it?
No,
Or like,
it was like built into the ceiling.
Oh, maybe.
The whole bathroom had its own like little surround sound. There was the control on the outside of the shower where there's a little stereo with the CD player or whatever that was clear.
Yeah.
And inside the shower there were 2 speakers like above the shower. And it was just so weird. It was cool, but it was also weird because like the steam gets in there and it starts corroding shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would need like marine shit,
yeah, marine style speakers,
and it's cool and nice to have some stuff, but I sometimes wish it was just like old school, or just like there's so many luxuries in life. Like I guess I just like you said, let's bring it back to the Stone Age. Let's not overcomplicate a system that doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I mean, Stone Age, like material-wise, like everything always improves. You go from a gate valve to a ball valve.
Okay,
gate valves are always going to fail. Ball valves can, but
not as likely.
Like if you exercise it, say you turn it on and off one time a year, and also depending on the hardness of the water, if it corrodes it, there's some spots. It all depends what you're dealing with and how it's introduced into the pipe. Like Crete has horrible water.
Okay.
It has a bunch of iron in it. Everything gets messed up. Goose Lake,
right
over there,
okay.
You can't even use copper down there
because it's that hard.
It's so acidity, it'll eat through the copper.
That's
so you have to use
crazy.
like
People
CPVC or
PEX.
Yeah, people drink it. I met the one dude in Crete that when I'm saying there's so much iron, it's all orange. You cut the pipe apart, and the pipe is like less than half the diameter of the pipe because it's so full on the walls.
Yeah.
And we met one old timer, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "Fixing your water, doing new taps and whatnot because getting rid of the lead." And he literally said to us, "Well, I hope you ain't messing up. This is the best water I've ever had." And I'm like, "You're fucked up, dude." I'm like, "That is not good water. Like, how are you not dead?"
It's
you
keeping
got
them
tetanus
alive.
inside of you in the water.
Flint water, that Michigan water, the shit that'll fucking make your fucking third arm grow.
Some people's bodies adapt to that weird shit.
I bet
I
it's like...
I had a coworker that ate nothing but McDonald's for like 30 years, and then he went to go have like a nice like healthy meal, and he got deathly ill.
What?
Yeah, this dude could eat McDonald's like 4 times a day and like not gain a pound. Clean bill of health. Doctor's like, your levels are great. He goes and has a salad, and he's like on his deathbed.
That is so
That's
crazy.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
So you said you've been doing this, what, 10 years now?
Yeah. A little over, but yeah.
It's been a journey, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen ins, outs, just the...
Ups, downs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think this is like a lifetime career for you, or is this like...
That's a good question. Yeah, we always ask that kind of question.
Yeah,
too.
like, do you like, how, like, do you, like, especially, like, really long term, or is this just a stepping stone into something else?
No, I'd say it's probably long term.
Okay.
I mean, you know it, and once you know it, it's like riding. Well, people say it's like riding a bike, even though I did try riding a bike the other day, one-handed, and I almost ate shit. And I was
busted
like,
your
I
ass.
do not remember how to ride a
right.
bike. This saying is completely bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
came
trying
back
to
to me,
pedal,
though.
hold a taco, and one-hand this shit, and after a couple beers, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
This is not good.
I know you did touch up on it, and you were like, it would be worthless to try and go learn another,
Yeah.
part
Another
of this.
career, and I mean, not necessarily another career, but like the stepping stones to get into another career.
Right.
Redo another
lot of
5-year
time.
apprenticeship.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Spaceship.
spaceships. Oh,
a
the Tesla
Jetson
back.
car.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, I would definitely say it's probably lifetime career. If anything, to move up and do anything, it would more so like get into like a higher position in the job.
Okay.
To where
Yeah.
you don't do as much, you kind of oversee people like a foreman
Manage
or
the project, manage the
superintendent.
project. Yeah, and I'm guessing, it can't pay the worst, right? It's probably better than McDonald's. So, like,
Yeah.
the job might suck. It's probably shitty sometimes, like most jobs, any job. It's also physically toll. Like you said, you don't want to wake up on Monday and jump into a bucket of shit.
Hung
But,
over
like-
from Sunday
Well,
football, and then
yeah,
it's just
you're
like,
like,
hey, go
damn.
dig in this person's poo pile.
Yeah.
Like, not fun time. He called the shit poop. He called it poop.
So
The hard P at the end is really what does it for me. Poop.
So, I mean, as you go along, and obviously you're not going to know until you get there. Like, do you feel like you're going to be like one of those guys when you get to it that, when you bring the apprentices in and the earlier guys set into the career, are you going to be like, do you feel like you're going to be one of those like boomer assholes that's like, no, my way or nah? Or are you going to be like, hey, man, this is like, I know this way's the way you were taught, but hey, I have this way that's going to work a little bit better for you.
I always try teaching people every way.
yeah.
Okay.
So like I've done that already through my career, and I try to learn everybody's way. So if it's like math again, 6th grade math. There's multiple ways to get there.
Yep.
So if one way's not picking up for this person, I gotta find out another way that maybe they will understand that. So I try to learn all ways
And teach it.
to teach anybody. But I'm also, if there's a new guy, obviously say he has a couple years under his belt, he learned some new shit. I'll take him when he's like,
Yeah.
can you teach me something?
Yeah,
I'll take
right.
that in.
I
Because I'm
think-
not opposed to learning.
I'm so
And
with
that's
that.
how society progresses.
In that, yeah. It seems we're regressing. Seems like we're stuck in our ways with politicians that never get swapped out. Guys that are 90 still trying to run the country. But
Check out our other podcast, Technically Politics.
technically, no, we are not doing
Nah,
that.
that
This shit
rabbit-
is hard enough as it is.
That
and we just-
rabbit hole would be
Yeah.
awful.
Just me and Mario yelling, no, no.
this is wrong. That's wrong. But
Society hates me.
yeah, and they don't want to fucking help. So I agree with you. I think it's the best way to go about it. Like I said, I like to show. Usually, I show like if I'm training kids or not training, they're just shadowing me. I just show them the hard way. It's not like it's important to know like you can do the long division, but I'm gonna give you a calculator at the end of the, or not even at the end of the day. I'm gonna just show you how it's done, and then like here's a calculator though. You should know how to do both.
Yeah.
So like.
Hell, there might be an instance, while you're doing it the hard way, like the easy way swoops in as well.
Yeah, they
Like,
figure it out.
yeah.
Like that's nice when they're like.
You could
yeah.
smash all those together and it all works the same. But it's like maybe, doing it the hard way, an instance comes up where it's like, oh, fuck, I wasn't going to be able to find it the easy
Yeah.
way. Like
Right.
this would have never came up.
Right.
But sometimes, I mean, we even look at it as like, like me being a journeyman to another journeyman. It's nice to bounce back and forth ideas
Always.
because I might be looking at
Always.
something and I'm like, dude, how the hell am I gonna do that? And then they come and look at it and they're like, dude, just do it like this. And I'm like, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
And
always good
that
to have a
happens all
second
the
pair of
time because
eyes.
I'll do it to, the guy I'm working next to too. Be like, why don't you just run it this way? It's way more simple.
You're like, oh,
I didn't
shit.
even think about
I
that.
didn't even look at it
Second
that way.
pair of eyes goes a long
Oh,
way.
it does, man. I've been doing like my shit right 20 plus years, and I still am like, hey, does this look right? And it could be somebody that has no idea what they're looking at, but they could just bring a different idea to the table, and I'm like, oh shit,
Like it works.
yeah, right.
And yeah, I mean, overall though, to get I guess back to the original question of like, do I like it and teaching people? Yeah, I do like it. I can see myself sticking with it. And
That's good. It's important, man.
teaching other people what I know, hopefully get knowledge because new technology comes out. They know something that I don't know.
Right.
Like ProPress, I know how it works. I don't do it, but hey, like if they do it and they're comfortable with it, I could learn how to do that from them. I mean,
Always good
granted,
skill
it's
to
just
have.
pulling a trigger and it just goes and it's
Yeah.
done. But everybody knows a different way to do things, or like
Right.
prefabbing something this way, so it's easier in the long run.
Yeah.
We definitely, and it's nice, teaching people how to do others, like just the broad spectrum of it, because we need more people learning how to do trades.
Trades,
Like,
it's really
it's a dying breed.
yeah.
It really is.
We say that probably on every podcast.
Especially-
Everybody we talk to. I don't know how it is. I don't know if people are applying in your trade or if it feels like it's kind
I
of
think
like,
his trade is probably the biggest one that's dying out because nobody's gonna want to be a fucking plumber.
Yeah, no one wants to play with
Would you
poo.
fuck off?
fucking bees. But
I do
flies.
know though, the hardest thing to teach somebody, and it's gonna sound really stupid, how to use a shovel. Yeah, I kid
That's
you
true.
not, because there's a big amount of labor that we do that we have to dig,
Just digging
and
by hand.
trying to teach somebody how to use a shovel. I'm like, this should be common fucking sense. How do you
should.
not understand?
One of the first tools to ever be used, and people still don't know how to use
They
it.
don't know how to use it. It's like, oh, this doesn't do it itself. Or you have to apply pressure. It's like, you are stupid.
Going back to working with fucking idiots, I have to teach you how to use a fucking shovel. I would lose my patience, but I'd probably go back into it. I'd be like, "Are you, dude? I'm gonna go fucking get a sip of coffee or whatever. I'll be right
I'm gonna
back."
Go dig a hole now.
Yeah, right.
Like, and I get it.
Fucking
Like, if
jump
you're like a
headfirst into
small
it.
dude trying to dig a hole, I get
It's
it.
not gonna
It's
work
gonna
too
be
It's gonna
harder
suck.
for you
Yeah.
because you can't use your body weight. But
Yeah.
there is technique to a shovel.
Yeah.
How you could like dance on it, back and forth,
Yeah.
or you could, do different things to get where you're going. But then I'm like, okay, you can't dig a hole. That's fine. Go start doing the trenching.
Yeah.
That's just scooping gravel. You should be able to know how to do that. No, can't do that. I'm like, you are fucking retarded. Sorry if that's not loud, but it's just
Dude,
No, they brought
this
it
is
back.
very free and
No,
yeah, I
it's
don't give
fine.
a fuck.
Yeah, they brought it
But no, it's bad. And even like a tape measure, people that can't read a tape measure, I'm like, use a level. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen someone say like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm like,
You're like, fucking, put
like,
it
it's
on.
a level. Like,
Do you
it's
know what a
not-
fucking bubble is? Like,
I get like if you don't know like the whole 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, but like
yeah,
it says it
measurements,
on it.
Right.
And I'm like, I could see if like you're new, you're trying to place the level, you don't know like which way. But when you actually don't even know how to look at a level, and you're like, why is there a bubble in it? It's like,
Fuck, dude.
you should find another trade.
We are gonna spend 30 minutes learning you something, kid. But
Tape measure,
Yeah.
I've drawn that on a wall. A 1 inch,
Yeah.
I've drawn the lines on
Yeah.
a wall and had to
I
explain
want-
what each one
dude,
means.
I'm getting older, and I've had to be like, oh fuck, and I have to sometimes count. I'm like, I know it's my half, but 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're at 11/16. Like
Oh, yeah.
fucking, and I'm like, oh fuck.
When you tell somebody to say, hey, like, can you go cut me 11 5/8, and they sit there and stare at you, and they're like, what's a 5/8?
What's a fucking 5/8?
And I'm like, okay,
12?
never mind.
12 minus 3.
At least with basic tape measures, you're only a 16th. You could go down to a 32nd,
Second, it
a
gets-
64th,
yeah, 64th, yeah.
128th.
When you get to machining for sure, that's like
you get way
Yeah, I mean-
extreme.
people are just,
I would say ours gets into being to the 8th. You'll have
This is
people that say it
slow.
needs to be to the 16th. Piss off.
It's a slow death of
Like-
intelligence.
yeah.
Dude, but we've
Idiocracy is
had
real.
people say like, well, if you were a 16th inch off the whole entire way of the Sears Tower or Willis Tower, whatever fucking
Sears
tower you
Towers
wanna
is
call it,
yeah,
if you were 16th inch off on each exact, piece of pipe, you'd be a mile at the top off. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't, because you're fucking correcting it as you go up.
Yeah, it's
If you're 16th off here and you go a 16th back here,
Technically, in
you're
theory,
not in a 16th
Unless
inch.
you were
It's not going to matter.
dumb
You know
enough to
what-
do a 16th
what-
every single section
what-
all the way up.
I
Right.
get it.
That
but-
would be
length
stupid.
is one thing, but if we're talking about degrees, don't forget like that building in San Francisco. It's 2 degrees, at the floor because it's tilted, but up there it has become 20 something degrees. So the whole angle, like when we're talking about radians that's like calculus, but like if we're talking about degrees, I think length is one thing, but other measurements you can't fuck that off.
No.
Especially like machinists and stuff. But if we're talking about joining a pipe and you have your coupler, which is 3 inches, you can probably go a fucking 1/4 inch and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Whatever.
It all works out.
You went,
and
like, I gotta
anyone
get
that
this
says it
fucking
doesn't
done.
work out, they don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I don't know what they're talking about because they're just being too technical with it.
Yeah, some stuff, and that's the problem. Like, people are so soft, man. I had a guy, I'm gonna bitch about it real quick, but like, there's a guy in my videos right now complaining about how we just talk at the racetrack. And I had to comment back to be like, hey man, the general mechanic auto racing industry is not going to be soft spoken. Like this is the raw uncut, like these conversations are raw uncut. And this is what you're going to get in the trades. If you don't fucking like me going, hey, fuck you motherfucker, or like you don't hear us joking back and forth about shithead this or kiss my ass that, this isn't for you.
No,
like
it's not.
back the fuck off.
If I'm sitting
I
in
did
the
lose my patience with that comment.
Right.
And I was just like, dude, I get you don't like me going fuck this or fuck that. But if you don't like it, then just don't watch it.
But did
Like-
they actually not like it, or were they just trying to rage bait you?
They could have been either. But I still answer professionally. Like, you got to be like, I still be like, this is the professional industry and this is how we go about our craft. And I'm sorry I'm not in a library going and like make sure like this is like, hey man, grab that fucking hammer. We got a car on fire. We got a dipshit come.
Right.
These things are like it can be a high stress situation, especially for people that aren't used to it. But that doesn't mean I need a fucking bean counter. I need a pencil pusher to come and tell me how to do my fucking job. Guess what? I don't know how to do your calculus or run your fucking satellite up to space. But I'm not about to go tell you. I will probably ask, and that's where like I think us in the trades is like we start to ask and learn.
Trades shouldn't have an HR. I'm just putting that out there.
That's a big part of it. Like, is the job getting done and is it getting done correctly rather than how did we get there? Is it done correctly though?
It's like
So-
people have to understand, like when it comes to like mechanics and shit like that, like you're in a shop, like say I've been working on this project for like an hour and a half. I'm already mad.
Yeah.
Like you could be working like say me and you Mario are in a shop and like I'm under something and I can't get out of here.
Get a bolt fucking
And I'm like,
wrong.
hey, Mario, I
filter on
need-
your car that's all leaking everywhere.
I need a ratchet and a 1/2-inch socket. And you bring me a 1/2-inch ratchet and a 3/8 socket. Be like, hey, asshole, I need a fucking 1/2-inch.
Yeah.
And then you bring me
Mario-
one and you're like, here you go. I'm like, thanks. Like, you got to take it where it comes,
Yeah.
It's like, you're not going to have the best language, but at the end of the day, it's like, we're getting the job done.
Do you remember that time that Mario asked for those nuts?
Oh, my
And he
God.
literally gave me some fucking
And I
nuts.
put my balls in his hands.
Almost. I was gonna rip them fuck off if they came.
You
if-
got so
if they
fucking.
were
Let's see, and that's the
funny,
same
yeah.
thing. That's the
That's
same
the
thing.
banter, right? This
Yeah.
is like our
He was
trader,
under
like
his Subaru replacing the
Holding a
drivetrain.
transmission.
the
Yeah.
whole transmission. I was
Yeah, he's like,
fucking
I need
having.
those nuts, and I'm like, all right. Fucking
And it's-
dropped
it's-
mine. He's like, oh!
I lost my
Grab his
but-
dick and twist it.
Yeah.
But then he laughed later.
Later, but in a moment you're gonna be heated. You want to get
Oh,
this
yeah.
job. I'm not going into telling how. Like I said, a guy that works on a computer all day how to click his mouse. Don't think that you know
Yeah, don't tell
how
me
to
how to
swing
do
a
that.
hammer like I do.
And that's like engineers, dude. Like for us, they look at things on paper.
Yeah.
They'll work. Until you're actually in the field
Until
seeing it,
you're
you're
like,
like, that and sure will not
fucking
fucking work.
work.
Not at all.
Yeah. So it's not every instance or situation, but it does happen a lot. And you're right. This world is just so focused around being an asshole to each other. It's just it could be bait. And I fell for it, but you got to answer professionally and because I still want to be professional. But I like the raw. I like these conversations. I like those videos that are like just showing the trade and the craft. There is times when you want to make a purposeful video of like, oh, this and that, and like how it's made or whatever, and then you be far more professional. But when you want to show like raw and cut footage, that's like, I think that's what's the most valuable part of like this industry. Like show
Yeah.
people what the fuck we do and how how we go
Yeah.
about it.
Each job has its own, set of like I guess it would be a set of tools. Everybody has its own set of tools,
Yeah.
be it computer and not unfortunately, well, unfortunately and fortunately, like with mechanics and like hands-on labor and blue collar guys, that banter is part of their
It's
tool.
part of the tool.
Yeah.
That's part of their tool.
If you're not
Lots.
cursing at me, if you're not like, hey, cunt, get over here, I'll be like, well, this guy probably fucking hates me. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I'll be like, oh, shit. Is Joe okay? He didn't say, hey, morning, asshole. He said, hey, and then walked off.
Yeah.
Like, what's on his mind? What
Oh,
fun? Who's shitting
dude.
his cereal?
And then that goes along. I think that that goes along with like being a good person, being a human, being a good coworker. Like,
Everybody's got their own set of tools in one way or another.
these are brutal.
Dude, this is
out
great. But everybody's got a toolkit of some kind, and
Yeah.
I think that kind of.
Oh,
Oh.
here we go. Are we
Oh.
transitioning to?
Yeah, this might be a pretty good transition to our
Worth it, junket. Worth it, junket.
I tried sliding that one in there. I thought
Nice.
it was
Good
a
transition.
pretty good transition, I think.
So, for our viewers and listeners who don't know, this is our segment we usually do on the pod, where we bring something up or a topic or whatever, we discuss them. And is it worth it in your opinion, or is it junk? Is it junket? Don't ever think about it. Get rid of it. And then sometimes we wunk stuff because some shit can be hit or miss or
Most of
great.
our stuff's been wonks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what were you talking about? Tools?
Toolkits. Either, as like a small DIY, little toolbox, like and normally when you would see it, it'd be like a little Craftsman set,
Yeah.
or an actual full-sized shop toolbox, or just something for the truck or
Something
the
on the
car.
truck, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Tool
basic
kits.
what you would need for
Yeah.
what you got,
Toolkits, it could be in your house, it could be in your car, on the bike. I think they're invaluable. Worth it all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
our fastest worth it. I got a DeWalt toolkit.
Like a 90 piece or something, or a 100 piece.
I don't know, but it's a ratchet kit. It's
Yeah.
got the Allen wrenches. It's got the screwdriver set. It's got the extensions. It's got all that shit. That thing is like
Saved you. It saved
it's
me.
invaluable.
Yeah.
It's so
Your basic, what you would need for the and if you need something past that,
It was $170, and it was like the best $170 I ever spent.
Yeah. It's pulled me out of a pinch. I remember I lost a sock and you had it in that motherfucker.
See, and that's where I'm gonna say both ways on it. It's worth it when you buy it and you have it and it's new, as long as you put your tools back in it.
Yeah.
Because then when you start misplacing those
The
tools
tool-
and your
yeah.
toolkit's missing half
Then-
the tools, then
and
it's
you're like,
junk in
then
it.
it's
Because then you
junk,
need
yeah.
another one.
And yeah.
And
so
I-
then you need a toolkit for every. You need a
You need a
toolkit for the
toolkit for a
car.
toolkit.
Yeah, a
So,
toolkit for the
with
fucking
the
house.
caveat of personal responsibility.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, there's going to be people out there, people that just have an apartment that don't have to work on anything. They go
Yeah.
to their 9 to 5 that's in a building that work in computers or whatever. Probably ain't going to need one. I mean, it'd be smart
I think
to have
it's
one,
smart to have one,
but
right?
they
for
might
sure.
I
not
feel like
need.
people need
See-
pliers or needle nose every so often. Like,
Well, I would say like more so for like that aspect, they're gonna use the Allen keys out of it because they're gonna get something from IKEA that's all Allen keys.
yeah, good point.
Yeah,
Right?
they're gonna
They give
need-
you the Allen keys.
But
over
it's like
those.
this fucking.
Yeah,
big.
they're always pieces
Yeah,
of
like-
shit ones. You
yeah.
get one on a ratchet and it's done half the time.
I've told so many people, I'm like, no self-respecting man ever uses the tools that come with the tool or the
No,
the
I grab my
assembly.
own, yeah.
Yeah, I grab my own, but then I'm like,
I use
"Oh,
the drill.
fuck." Yeah, like a drill, and then strips it out clean. Fuck.
No,
Instantly,
I just put it
instantly
on-
when it gets tight, now
Fucking
there's
cardboard.
no more.
I just put it on the lowest setting, and it always works.
Right.
The
Now,
ratchet.
there's also the far opposite end of that where, somebody will have that mentality, why would I use a toolkit? I could just call somebody to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where I think people.
That's
would-
that's
Those
extreme.
people are rich.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
or they've just never even bothered to attempt like
Anything.
anything, and I think somebody called you. No, I
Yeah,
think,
they're calling me to come
Yeah.
fix their shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
Hey, man.
Talk it into existence.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think you do see it though.
Absolutely.
But no, toolkit's still 100% worth it, and I say it because if you don't have one and you're looking for something, but like my buddy Tristan, that was like one of his first big purchases.
Some
and
tools
I think
or
we
some
were.
shit?
It was a Craftsman toolkit.
Yeah.
And he got it. I think we were like 15 years old. It was like Black Friday deal and like whatever $250.
Not bad.
Anytime we worked on something, I'm like,
That shit
yo,
came out.
bring the toolkit because we needed the tools.
Right.
And it had everything you needed.
Everything. Well, you would hope sometimes, like you said, you got to
could
go
be
above and
specialty,
beyond.
yeah.
But
Yeah, specialty tools, but
Yeah.
I mean for your basic, hey, I gotta rip something off the top of this motor to get to this.
Yeah.
Most of the times it had every socket and every size you needed. to get that accomplished.
Yeah, I think they're invaluable. There's a guy, it's like Casey Neistat's brother or whatever. He's like a vlogger, but his brother's like an engineer, but he's kind of weird about it because he doesn't move any tools from his toolkit if he's not using that kit. So he says his motorcycle has a toolkit, his car has, and if he's using that toolkit for that, he will never ever move it and use it for something else. I don't agree with that. I think if you're responsible enough to put your toolkit back, or that's where you said you had a responsibility to put. But he's like, my Kawasaki kit stays with the Kawasaki. My water heater kit stays with, and I'm like, I can't agree with that.
No.
I have to. Sometimes you don't want to buy that same stupid. Sometimes you need a specialty tool or just a nice pair of pliers and the Knipex. I don't want to go out and spend at $50 a pair of plier. I don't want to go spend six kits because I have my toolbox at home. I have the little one at the house. I know I carry tools in my car. And I have my bike tool. That's 4 already that I know of. I'm not gonna go spend $200 more for 4 more pliers. I'll just carry those. I will be sure to carry those pairs of pliers pretty much wherever I'm at or wherever I go.
100%.
So. There's guys that that's why I'm I don't totally agree with that, but he's kind of got a point to some degree. If you know your Land Rover, your off-road vehicle has that kit, you should probably always consider making sure that kit is ready to go. And it goes we just took.
That goes different though because
specialty.
But if you but I get it. If you had a side by side like an RZR, and you were always out on trails beating the dog shit out of that thing. If you had a toolbox that stayed in it for that case,
you should.
Yeah, I'd leave that there.
Yeah.
But, if you're saying, I have a toolkit for my Dodge Ram, and then I also have one for my mom's Nissan Rogue.
Yeah.
That's stupid. It's the same
But
tool.
they're both coming to the same place
Exactly.
at the end of the day. Yeah,
exactly. That's dumb.
Yeah, so I don't always agree with that mentality, but I think if it's very specific or specialized, it should be
I think everyone should have one. I think everybody should have some form of
under the
toolkit.
sink, right?
Like a little bitty one.
Something.
you don't even need a whole toolbox.
No.
Just one of those
screwdrivers and pliers. Fucking get you by and
ratchet set, basic ratchet set. Wrenches.
Maybe you busted your door handle or it's loose and wobbling. Just good screwdriver. Just
6-way.
I think a lot of people need drills, but I've seen some people really hurt themselves with a drill. I've seen terrible videos of and I don't want to pick on women, but women that don't know how to use a drill and they're they turn they don't know how to or the battery's not in it, and I'm oh, you should also learn to use the tools you're working with.
Most women don't know how to use a drill anyhow because none of them do the check before and go doop doop and pull the trigger twice. They don't do it. You fucked up already from part one.
The test clicks. Grab a pair of tongs.
Click click.
Does it still tong?
They don't turn a flashlight on. They just grab it and go. I gotta
click
settings
fucking
on it.
A pen, right? A pen. You gotta.
Yep.
So
anything you are messing with.
Yeah. Does it work? Does it? And and it's not to pick on a little bit. Obviously, we're picking jokes here, but I think it is important. I think experiment with it. Fucking play around with your tool. Put a screw in a piece of wood. Yeah. And see how it goes. So.
But to add to the toolkit, especially for having a house, I definitely think kind of like your average my tools, you're gonna want a tape measure, a pencil, and a level because you're gonna have to hang a picture at some point. You want to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
Tape measure to see how far over you're gonna want
right.
it. And a lot of people are like, "Shit, I don't got tape or I don't have a level."
They just
Does that look level?
They arm length it or they're fucking doing this shit.
Personal preference, I would keep a medium to small sized pipe wrench at least, or channel lock, because you never know, you might need it for something.
Vice grips.
Say, you go to a job site. Obviously, you're going to have all the tools you need going to a job site. Hopefully. Maybe you don't have one that's this big. Maybe you don't have one that's this big, and you're like, mine are too big to fit in that slot. And they're like, oh wait, I got one here. Oh shit, hey, you saved my ass on this one.
I have had instances where I need massive pipe wrenches, and I'm like, in terms of massive pipe wrench, I have no pipe wrench. So then you get fucked, and then you're trying to make a cheater bar out of your fucking 14-inch pipe wrench, hoping it ain't gonna snap. But it's more so the jaws on it, your jaw on a 14-inch pipe wrench, you go up to let's say 2-inch.
Yeah.
But then you're dealing with something that's way bigger, and you're fuck, I need a 24-inch pipe wrench. I'm not carrying the 24-inch pipe wrench everywhere.
No, just when I hopefully need it.
Yeah, because it's so far from few that you actually need it.
Yeah.
Now, if I was on a job where you consistently needed it, yeah, I'm buying.
I'm probably buying and keeping it with that.
But if I don't, like, no, I'm just gonna borrow whoever has it and be like, hey, I'm using this for this job for 1 hour.
right,
Give it back.
Give it back. Yeah, and that's a funny with the mechanics. Like borrow a tool. If you got to borrow a tool more than once, you should probably buy your own.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So. Yeah, we're the guys.
yeah,
that- we're
absolutely.
Unanimous decision.
You don't have to jump on a tool truck and spend
No,
$30,000
don't
and
do
get a
that.
tool. No.
Not
Just
doing
go to
that.
like your Home Depot, your Lowe's, hell,
Yep.
Walmart, and
Get-
buy it.
just-
A
right.
toolkit, just something.
Yeah,
You know, have it around the house. You never know.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It'd save your ass one day, and you'd just be like, "Damn, I'm glad I bought that fucking thing." You know.
But don't go super cheap with it.
Well, yeah, you don't want to go and use it once and it snaps in your hand. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because I've seen people, homeowners, be like, "Yeah, I tried changing out my own water heater, didn't work, or hose bib didn't work." And as you're like going down there to do it, and you see what they have, and it's
Chinesium,
dude,
just
it's some
fuck-
plastic
yeah.
copper cutter, and I'm like,
Oh,
fucking
no.
junk, dude. No,
Yeah,
that thing will break
you
when
got-
you try
right.
tightening.
You'll
it.
probably hurt yourself.
Your
using it.
400-piece toolkit that was $10 probably isn't going to be the best. There's a reason it was $10.
Made out
The
of-
Timu special.
Yeah, I'm not
hot
saying
metal.
spend $1,000. I'm just saying just make sure you buy something that's
Yeah.
gonna
Medium,
last.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, medium range price.
Yeah,
Sheen's way.
check your reviews. But I think that's basically gonna close this episode up. I'd say.
I think so.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having
yeah.
me, guys.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
appreciate
dude,
it.
thanks
for coming
on.
Thanks
I
for
like-
coming
I like
on.
being able to explain a little bit what I do and
Yeah,
what kind
you
of
know,
poo I
this
deal
is
with.
super
The corn
informative.
kind,
Probably
the
our
black
most
kind.
educational episode.
I don't
Yeah.
know if we had these when Ben was on, and I'll have to give one to Ben, but
Yeah, dude, we're
Shit.
gonna start coming up with some swag. So we got some keychains.
Hell
I think
yeah.
we might try to get stickers and some swaggy stuff.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
We like stickers, the fridge.
Yeah,
we like
fridge.
stickers.
So it will be. Hopefully, we can build a
Oh, yeah.
Patreon or something, and fans and followers, friends and family, whatever. We'll send out some stuff. Hopefully, here within 2026 is coming. So I have ideas. Plans are in the pipeline. So we'll see. But yeah, man. There's a keychain, and
I
also
appreciate
again,
it.
thanks Nick for the hookups and all that. We got some
They are
logo
awesome.
stuff. Thanks Botar for the logo. Thank you, Sam, for coming on.
Like I
and if
said,
you,
thanks for having
yeah,
me.
you please send us off if you just want to be like, hey, I'm Sam. Thanks for having me. Like, I don't know how it goes. Basically, we usually do socials. If you don't got to do socials,
Yeah,
don't
no.
say nothing. No socials.
I'm
and no-
Sam. My socials, you ain't gonna want to see them, so I just ain't gonna say them. But yeah, no, plumbing episode, telling you guys a little bit about what I do. Definitely think if you're looking to get into the trades and that's something you want to do, it does pay good.
Yeah,
It's
cool,
worth
man.
it. I'd say too, to add to it, it's like something that is never gonna go away.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jobs that like could you do without? Well, are you ever gonna shit on your floor? Some people I see do, and it sucks because then you walk through it.
Yeah.
But you're always gonna want to sit on a toilet. It's a trade that's always gonna be there. That you'll always have a job, even if times are tough.
Right.
You'll always have something to do.
And robots ain't there to do it yet.
Yeah, AI
so-
can't do my job.
Right.
They could dissect the poop. They can't play with it.
Dude, thank you. I really appreciate it. Hope to have you back on sometime in the future, man.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll
maybe
talk.
we could do a brother trouble.
Yeah, double
trouble.
trouble.
Yeah, double
Fight 'em.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Go
be
live.
it's just gonna be us holding cameras and commentating like a fucking Joe Rogan. But thank you, dude. I am Mario, Whole Baked Cookie on the socials. Links are down there, posted, whatever. And I really appreciate all our viewers, listeners, and everybody that's been with us. And one of you guys.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to us. Sorry about the lack of handies. Haven't really got to them yet.
We still hadn't got them
we
out
haven't
yet.
even really
No
brought them
one-
up.
What an asshole.
Socials are Botar,
gotta be
at
super
Botar
dry.
on Instagram, B0TAR, and Crown.Vic. That's my Crown Vic page. If you guys want to check out my stupid car that I like so much.
Down to me. Yeah, I'm Caleb the Hunted. I'm a little bit more awake now, as you see. Guys, without you guys, we really wouldn't be doing this. You guys let us know. What do you want to see next? What should we do? Like, if
Yeah.
you guys just give us some ideas, because I mean, I know Mario's has some ideas in the pipe works.
Yeah.
I know Botar's had some ideas. Just
Yeah, man.
Let us
Comments
know.
down below. Obviously, use the YouTube's like my favorite. I like a public forum. I like being open and like I don't want to hide anything from the public or people. I think this is real. This is what the world and this is how This is how the world really functions. Not some roses and clean paint every time, right? This is like
What?
Yeah. Like it's not always clean and clean and cut. It can be rough around the edges. So
Shitty.
yeah,
Like the job.
yeah. That's it. I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you.
You guys have a good night.
We're out.